What's up, guys? We're back with another Two Idiots Play. We're still sticking with this series. We're probably gonna go until maybe we die again, or we're satisfied with our victory, and then yeah. In between episodes, we might start doing like some more what do you call it? What's the one game with the commander, John?
Supreme Commander?
Yeah, there you go, Supreme Commander.
Depending on... I do actually have... So depending on what happens in the next couple weeks, I may organize some shenanigans. So I got some people in my college groups into Space Engineers, right?
That's pretty cool.
It looks like Rink and his whole group are getting back into the Space Engineers grind set. I know you're into it. I'm considering, potentially, maybe using... I like the hub on a wheel reaching out through all the spokes to collect all these friend groups together. Maybe we make one massive faction to put on like one of the Keen public servers.
I could vibe with that.
Could be fun.
Are you suggesting hire my good sir?
That's my buddy Mark in the back. My college roommate.
Special guest
maybe.
from Mark.
We'll see. He would be one of the people involved as soon as he gets his computer stuff sorted. He would join the
Oh,
Engineer shit.
okay, so I was just sitting here trying to figure out. Well, I was listening, but wasn't ignoring you. But I'm sitting here trying to figure out where we were. I remember the one battle we had last video. It was my tiny garrison at Delminium against. Oh well, no, it was Eider, because I had a garrison fleet. It was that against the Subi or whatever these guys called their 20 stack army. Or you're like, you should have auto-resolved, and then we won, and we're like, oh, never mind. And now they're coming back at me with a massive army, so, yeah.
Yeah. Are they forcing the issue or just sieging you?
No, just sieging. Well, I've got the 5th Legion. They've got 11 units, and Delminium has a garrison of 12. It'll be fine. Plus, most of the garrison are legionnaires.
When we left off, I am doing my African conquests, moving towards Egypt. Not at war with Kush, who owns the vast majority of it yet. I'm still messing with Cyrenaica, but it will not be long. Egypt still kind of exists. They have one territory down there.
Yeah, they keep popping back and up. They keep popping in and out. Oh, quick aside, guys. John won't see this because he can't see my screen, obviously. But if you see my camera moving around weird, I burned my left hand, pretty badly a couple days ago. So it's kind of hard to control. So I apologize if any battles we play.
What'd you do?
I made eggs and bacon, and then when I was putting the pot in the sink, it slipped because my hand was slick, and my hand slid down the handle. Well, mostly like the pot slid down on my hand. Sat there for a second before I realized, ow, that's hot. Threw it in the sink, and second-degree burns. My middle and pointer finger. It's not bad. It'll probably be like a week or so, but I can still play. It's just kind of slow. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I know. Actually, no. Why am I apologizing? It's not like it was. It's not like I could do anything. Just glad my mom's a nurse. Here, I think I was at the end of my turn when I was doing this, and then it's been a bit since we last played, so we might be a bit slow, guys, but
yeah.
We'll get back into the string of things. In the short time between playing, we've been messing around with a couple of other buddies, well, John's buddies that he introduced me to, on some other games, so we might play those other games, like, there's Bar. I don't know if you play that, John, but I've been getting into that with them. That's pretty fun.
Played it twice.
Yeah,
it's not bad. I will always prefer Supreme Commanders because I prefer that styling.
But like, I feel like that'd be fun. Maybe try. We're not doing War Selection. That like.
Yeah, no, that was cringe.
No.
Never again.
Which one of them likes it? Was it Mike?
It was Ethan's group back in the day enjoyed it. It was
I
think it was Dean who still actually sings its praises.
He kept like bringing it up like we should play War Selection. Everybody's saying no. We might do that. We might mess around with some other stuff. So we'll see. Currently we're sticking with this.
Yep.
Yeah, the videos don't get views. The shorts, though, they're getting a lot of views.
Is that right? I haven't been paying much attention, I'm afraid.
I haven't either. I've been busy. Yeah, that's another thing. Uploads might go a bit down in time between because Jonathan's obviously got his job and I'm obviously preparing to get into mine, so we'll try and keep posting, but might be a bit of a longer time in between uploads.
It's not a job for me. I mean, I'm at college. Like,
well,
I'm in
yeah,
my
but
dorm
like
room right now.
Well, like, yeah, but you're like, whatever.
Yeah, like I'm doing things.
Yeah. We're busy, but
Busy.
yeah, you're in school. I'm not. This is great. I mean, I'm about to be because of electrician school in February.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah.
Ready for battle.
Then it won't be burns. It'll be hey guys,
No, it'll still be burns.
I shocked myself and my hand's in a cast because it's yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyways.
I don't know if you can see this too. I'm pretty sure we can, because we can see each other's territories. Right on my border in North Africa, used to be Carthaginian. There's just this Punic rebels faction right here. It's got an 8-man garrison, an 8-unit garrison, and a 20-stack army. And I've just been like, you know what? That's not my problem. It's Numidia's problem. I'm leaving it alone.
Numidia. Yeah, this Punic.
It's right there on the coast.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Just because I remember in one of the older saves, I had the entire First Legion and the entire First Fleet both over there, and it was like middling auto-resolve results, and I didn't have the time nor patience to actually fight it out, so we just pulled back. And now I'm focusing on Hispania.
Numidia's like, hey, you'll help us, right? Yeah, sure, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure. If you soften them up, I'll go hit them, but
yeah.
Other than that.
Okay,
eventually,
boss.
I think, I don't know, maybe here in the next couple of turns, we'll be economizing for a while, but here in the next few, we'll probably
go against Numidia.
Go hit the Aravaci.
Oh, I was thinking
Hispania. Because I've got a full stack legion and a large fleet over there. I figure I'm gonna get to use them eventually.
Oh my gosh, seeing the map with such few factions is so nice. I was just talking to John before we started recording. I've been playing the medieval mods for Rome 2, but more specifically Attila. And just as I told John, there's so many factions in the game. Like Germany alone is nuts. I just clicked diplomacy and it's so nice. The factions here are actually
there's like
massive.
6 people to talk to.
That is, I really gotta get I might even get you Attila. It's such a fun game. It's just this, but well, obviously later in the timeline in history, but also it's a lot better. It's also a lot less broken than Rome 2 is. I've noticed. Yeah, there are glitches and bugs, but it seems to be a lot more stable. You know what? I'm gonna just auto-resolve this. I don't care. I just clapped my hands together. I wasn't thinking about that. That hurt. Ow. Anyways, first discussion topic I have listed here is kind of what we did with the emperors, but empires. What our favorite empires/kingdoms are in history. Just name a couple. Oh, I like Britain. I like Rome.
Funny you mentioned that. Rule Britannia.
Yeah, Rule Britannia. That's obviously both of us because we're Britain simps. No, not even simps. We're just Britain's goated. So yeah, I'll let you go first, John. Name a couple. Obviously Britain.
Brits are always my number one. We stand the Holy Roman Empire in this household.
You like the Holy? Well, okay.
Damn right we do. Mark just spoke about it.
Yeah, I heard him.
He's also a history major.
Oh, good.
Studies ed, same thing I'm doing.
That's sick. Are you talking early Roman Empire when it was actually cool, and not late when it was just a title?
honestly, they both have their appeals to me. On the one hand, it's the early HRE where it's like, yeah, an actual semi-functional body. But as it goes further and further out and becomes less of an empire, more of a title, more of a system of loose alliances,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes a lot more politically interesting and a lot more.
Yeah.
I would almost say, even as far as in 1800, when it was 1808, when it was finally dissolved, it was this desiccated husk of an empire.
Yeah.
But it still had. There's still a lot of romantic views of it.
Well,
there,
like
which I enjoy.
like Charles, like the title, like he's the Holy Roman Emperor. That still had some weight. I mean, like,
Yeah.
definitely over the Holy Roman Empire factions, except for Prussia, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
no, even Prussia back then was like kind of subservient in some cases. Any others you like?
Yeah,
particularly
they were
like?
working to get out of it, but yeah.
Yeah. And like other just any like I guess faction, and not that's not the right term. Any nation of history you like really like you want to mention, because obviously we aren't gonna list all of them, but like because we have a lot more than
Yeah.
just like 2 or 3, but like any stand out to you like you might think would be interesting for the video.
Hmm.
So we
Let
got
me
Britain.
think on that for a bit. For
Britain
the
and
moment,
the
I want to hear what
HRE.
you've got.
Obviously Britain. I'm a big Rome fan, and later on, I don't like the West. When the split happened, I don't like the West because it was pretty backwards. I like the East. So obviously big Rome fan. If it wasn't obvious. Literally wearing my Roman ring right now. But yeah, specifically the East. I love the East. More modernly known as the Byzantine Empire. They're pretty cool. I like Prussia. Like I'm big like German Empire is kind of cool, but like Prussia, I really like Prussia. I think they're like the whole like just like Eastern Germany. Well, obviously until it turned communist, I think is cool. Like Prussia and the Teutonic Order, I like them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Crusader states, I like them. Like Kingdom of Jerusalem, big fan. I've got a Jerusalem ring sitting on my desk over there anyway too. So yeah. Obviously America, but like that's modern and like kind of lame to discuss for this. Like, oh no way, I like the country I live in. Ooh. Well, I guess that wouldn't be obvious. France under Napoleon was kind of cool. I mean, like, that's the only time I really like France. Because he actually, like, did something with it. I normally hate France, which...
I mean, the revolution very basedly, abolished slavery,
Yeah.
and then Napoleon very cringily
Like-
brought it back.
Yeah, like, obviously, like, I'm not saying, like, everything he did was good. Like, he was still a
Yeah.
dictator. But, like, I like a lot of things he did. Like, all the military reforms are pretty sick. He almost united Europe.
Yeah.
Well, almost, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, and that was pretty cool. He formed a cool empire. And, again, the guy wasn't perfect. Nobody is, and he did he did a lot of bad stuff, but he also did some cool stuff.
It's an interesting scenario of, like, if he had done, like, 3 things differently, the entire the face of Europe could have been changed forever. If he had just kind of let me think, which treaty was it?
Well,
Tilsit? 1809? I think it was. But the peaceable treaty that was offered where he took big France and consolidated Central Europe.
yeah,
If he had just taken that
he would have been fine. He wouldn't have had
instead
to
of,
abdicate. Yeah.
there's a piece of Amiens somewhere. I'm not as well studied as I should be. Somewhere. They're one of them. Old Britannia and Historia Civilis have their videos on all that.
Well, Possible History did a whole deep down of how he could have kept power. I've seen that.
Them too. There's a bunch of them. What are you up to in terms of gameplay?
I'm trying to think about my next move in Greece, and I was actually doing something. I wasn't just sitting here. It may look like that on the video, but no, I was thinking. I'm just trying to think what to do next. I think I'm good for now. I might just leave that there until I secure like Pannonia from these guys. The faction with the brown thing, the brown logo, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The jerk's attacking me for no reason up here. And I'm not even like saying that just to be
reason.
no,
Massive
literally,
imperial power.
literally no reason because they
mean-
attacked me first. I was chilling with them. I had like a treaty, I'm pretty sure, like a trade and stuff with them.
Year by year, slowly their border gets closer and closer. Tribes fall beneath their heel. I think that's a pretty decent reason for them to
I
be
mean,
preemptive.
I was just gonna leave Pannonia. I was just like maybe eventually probably take it because, well, yeah, end goal is conquer all of Europe. But like for a while, I was just gonna leave it there, like take Thrace and just kind of stick with Illyria. But
I'm really surprised you haven't had more trouble in Gaul.
honestly,
With,
well,
specifically the Cherusci. I figured they would do something by now.
again. Well, I mean, I'm kind of chill with them. Let me look at my diplomacy with them. They're kind of mad. Oh yeah, Massilia's still mad at me.
Greetings
what you
in
did.
the name of Hermes.
Can
Yeah.
I
Speak,
actually here.
but do not deceive with tricky rhetoric, false logic.
Okay, yeah. It's weird. They like you more than they like. Wait, do they? No. It's going down, I think. No, it's not. Never mind. I'm still so mad that had to happen. Actually, here's a good thing. I might do some trading here. They're not gonna accept that trade. They're angry with me. Nope. Nope. Yeah, but if you look at the Cherusci, they've got like I think all of Magna Germania and all of Noricum conquered, so I don't really want to mess with them right now. Mostly because Gaul's kind of like it's chill for now. Like I'm doing a single player playthrough with this mod on, and I've gone into Gaul mostly. Like I've left Carthage and stuff. Might obviously conquer the rest of the Roman factions, but like at least I think I did by now. But I've started pushing into Gaul, and yeah, it's a good thing to get them early on. I just really couldn't. What? Who has a skill? Oh, this guy. Any other factions come to mind? Like anything you like particularly like? Ooh, that stands out. Yeah, no. Did that not work? Okay, no.
One of like the really fun historical what ifs that comes to mind is if the Mongols hadn't fucked over Georgia before they could send their aid to the First Crusade.
Yeah.
Georgia's chilling.
I like Georgia. I mean, they're like, they're kind of screwed with what place they got, but they made it work. I mean, eventually surrounded by Turks and stuff. Yeah, they had it rough, but they're pretty cool. I mean, Alexander's empire is pretty cool. I mean, I feel like it's overrated in the terms that like everybody I know who likes it, like really likes it for like some weird reasons. Like instead of like liking the empire, they like Alexander, so by like proxy they love his empire. But I mean, like I think it was cool. I mean, he fought off Persia from basically like nothing. I say basically nothing, but like his dad did a good job. But like he mostly united Greece and like again conquered a lot of the east, set up out like Alexandria and stuff as like a pretty big city. He was pretty cool. A couple of the like successor states were pretty well off for a little bit. So yeah, if you guys have any you want like to let us know, like, oh, I like Imperial Russia for da 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 da. Go ahead and comment it. We won't judge unless you say like you like North Korea. Then we're gonna be like, you're weird.
Have you seen? Hold on. Actually, that brings up a fun topic. Have you seen all like the crazy North Korean propaganda on YouTube recently and on Reddit? There's been a bunch of that shit.
Has it come back?
A lot of like.
Well, is
yeah,
it like
a
them?
lot of the,
Is it them like breaking ice again and stuff? Or is it like
no? It's more like you hear all these lies from South Korea. The corrupt capitalist pigs in South Korea come to the paradise of
North
true
Korea.
communist order in North Korea. It's a lot of that. Like, bro.
The true paradise of communist North Korea. That is the best thing I've ever heard. I want to see these videos right now. I'll cut this in the video and put one in.
They're like around. I know I've seen them. I don't think I could grab one just off the cuff, but I know I've seen them.
Oh, I'm sure if I just searched up North Korean propaganda, some of the more recent ones will come up. That's funny though. Like I thought
Provincial instability is gonna go down.
you mentioned it. I'm like, oh, it's probably them like their soldiers like breaking ice and kicking like rocks or whatever they did. But no,
No, it's like, yeah, they're like actually.
dude, those propaganda videos they're weird. Like there's
Oh,
the one.
Die? Oh shit! Okay,
This is the
that's
one
what
where
happened. I didn't.
There's the one where they put I forget what song it was, but they put it over Mao. Not Mao. Whoops. Kim walking like sunglasses on and like a jacket walking in front of missiles, and it's like an edit. And it was like
Yeah.
real propaganda. Like North Korea's out here making like TikTok edits. At least I assume they're TikTok edits. I don't have TikTok. Dude, their propaganda is so funny. Come to the paradises of North Korea. That's
Wouldn't it
funny.
be good if I move this army out of here? No, you are not happy. If I do.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had the next discussion topic in here. You finish what you're doing, and we'll bring that up. Yeah. So while John's finishing his turn, yeah, again, just drop like a comment below saying like, hey, I like, I like France, and I like France because da 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 da. I like ancient Egypt because pyramid. I don't know. Just
Pyramid.
yeah. Just give us a comment below and we'll maybe cover it. I don't know. I doubt it. I'll probably just give you a heart and be like, cool, dude. Hey, at least you get acknowledgement. So on the next topic, if you remember last episode, when John and I were talking about I forget if it was when we were talking about emperors.
You're going to increase taxes for one turn, so I can get enough money to build a bunch of buildings. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna be fighting more secessionists here in a bit, guys. So prepare for that. Jonathan's about to lose his empire again. Are you just like hurting for money? Is that why? Are you just trying to build up money?
No, I just need more.
You should look at Sicily.
Because I'm building buildings everywhere.
Like, this is great. No, Africa except for Cyrene. Actually, no, Cyrene's like building stuff up. All your colonies outside of frickin' Sicily love you, but Sicily hates you, dude.
Yeah, it's because of all the shit that happened with the Senate and the Senate, because it's all one province.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, you probably you probably saw
all the
all
stuff in Brundisium and Cosentia. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at the debuffs,
it's just
like have Conqueror and stuff.
It's actually none of it is provincial instability, which means none of it is going down, which is the rough part. There are some events, but that's only -3. There's like my gambit is I'm going to increase taxes for a little bit to build more cultural buildings to hopefully level things out when I lower taxes.
Just exempt them from taxes for now. Like, yeah, it'll hurt your economy, but like you might have to because they might rebel, and if they rebel,
we might need to.
That's a massive province that you got to deal with, and they're going to attack me probably.
Yes, it is.
Because I'm going to be like, I got to help you. Actually, no. I should be fine. Well, and you'd be losing the entirety of Sicily and southern Italy.
Yeah, alright, let me...
This is great, I can conquer southern Italy! I'm like paying off the secession. It's like, hey, rebel from Jonathan. I want Italy. Nah, I'm messing. If they do rebel, I'll just hold the line until you can conquer, and I will not. I'm not gonna be a jerk. You guys are facing attrition. You guys gotta fight soon. Got two like major legions coming at you. We got the 5th and the 6th. Oh yeah. Yeah. So, Jonathan and I were talking. I don't remember when. So, if Jonathan, if you remember, bring it up. But we brought up that the Ottoman Empire got brought up, and I mentioned how I hate it. And then you're like, oh, da 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 da, and you're like, if you hate, I listed some reasons, and then I said I won't go into it, and then you said, oh, if you hate them for those reasons, you should hate Venice, and I also said I hate Venice because Venice sucks. Not the city, but the the merchant state when it was a thing.
When it existed, yeah.
Yeah, Venice should die.
How am I hemorrhaging? How did that happen?
So
I've ended up. I'm putting taxes back to normal, but I'm exempting Magna Graecia for the moment.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I notice I'm hemorrhaging food again. How the hell did this happen?
If I could give you food, I would. I have 48.
I was at 14. What happened?
Maybe try on. Oh, hey, they're going up by 7 now. Try giving them tax again. See if that changes. If it doesn't, just put it back. I can't wait to watch that public order.
Yeah,
it
it
just turned
literally
to 2.
is.
Oh wait. Yeah, it goes to 2.
The taxes are.
Yeah. Huh.
That is literally what it is. So I get. Let me double check. Yeah, I get 22 food from Magna Graecia.
Yeah.
When I turn the taxes off. All right.
So
we're just gonna have to undo all of that. No raising taxes, nothing. We're just gonna have to stay the course and hope it works.
I was about to say, because they're going up by 2, you should probably wait a little bit. Crush the riot.
Yeah.
If you remember when we brought up the Ottoman Empire, do chime in, John. But I thought when I was writing for the discussions, I could explain my reasons further why I hate the Ottoman Empire. Because I couldn't think up any other topics. So, the reasons I listed were kind of lame. I mean, like, I did state that I don't hate them because of the religion difference. Like, if you didn't know about me, I'm Christian, John is too. We're Protestant. I don't know what denomination, don't ask. I'm just Protestant, I know that. I don't care anymore. I just know I'm Protestant. But, and if you didn't know, the Ottomans were Muslim. They were of the Islam faith. Yes, there's the idea like, oh, I don't like that they were Islamic. And yeah, I don't appreciate the fact that a massive empire that conquered a good chunk of Europe was Islamic. But that's not why I hate them. Like, in the end, yeah, it happened, whatever. Hey, John, look at Delminium real quick. If these two
literally
legions,
just sitting here like, yo, I can't wait for this landmine to explode.
If they assault Delminium, these 2 legions will help the siege, right?
Maybe? Maybe? I am not an expert on this. Do not trust my word on this.
We'll see. Here.
Have you moved as far as you can?
I could win that, but nah, I don't wanna. We're gonna fall back a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's fine. 5-4. No, they can't.
Can you move?
No.
Can you move the 4th any further up?
No. I thought about force marching them, but they won't join the battle if they do, so it's fine. I could use the 3rd up here in Segesta to sweep around at him, but no, I gotta keep him up there for the population order. But no, it is not because of the religion differences. In the end, it's an empire, I have a friend who's Muslim, and he hates, what was it? Oh yeah, he hates Britain, but it's not because they're Protestant. It's not because they were Christian in general. They hate it because of
the British Empire in this house.
Because of some other stuff they did.
Shit. Yeah, they did a lot of fuck shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Surprisingly, not because of colonization. No, he hates them just because of the Opium War, which honestly valid too. That was not a good war. Most of the Chinese population.
There was a combination of things that took place there.
Yeah, but like honestly, I can't drag him on. I can't attack him for that. I think that's a good reason to dislike them.
Yeah, but as much as I will argue that particular topic, that is definitely a based reason. To hate the Brits like that.
But again, it's weird that colonization doesn't bother him. But no, it's not that, and it's not because there's some Eastern Empire attacking the West. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like that they conquered part of Europe. But, like, Europe conquered other places, so that'd be hypocritical of me. Um, most of the reasons I hate them is, yeah, obviously, like, oh, I don't like them. They put the final nail in the coffin for the Eastern Roman Empire. Whatever. Yeah, they conquered and sacked Constantinople. Oh no, I hate that, but that's not a valid reason to like dislike an entire empire. No, I more hate them because of well, one, yeah, they were powerful, but they were not a very stable empire. You look at their history, they struggled in like most, I think, if not all, of their provinces and like even their homeland with like rebellions and like revolts and just like general hatred for the empire itself. They they what they did in the Balkans specifically is awful. Like even Britain, like during the what year was it with like the wave of revolutions? It was
1848.
yeah,
Springtime of the
1848.
Nations.
During the 1848, if you didn't know, there was a wave of revolutions that like, hit Europe. You can look up the topic. I suggest you do in further depth, but that's a basic undertone. Like a lot of the Balkan nations, like up here, rebelled against the Ottomans, who had by that time conquered like up to like Thrace and stuff. The way they handled those revolts, a lot of massacres occurred, and it was very bloody. And yeah, I admit, if there's gonna be a revolt, like heck, the American Revolution, it's gonna be bloody. There's gonna be some atrocities that happen still. The fact that even Britain, who kind of like the Ottoman Empire, like for some reasons, like mostly trade and stuff, but they were on like, hey, this is kind of.
It was way more complicated than
Yeah,
trade. It was
no, I know,
they needed
just
it
giving
as a
them.
balancing act.
Yeah, but like
Because
just
everything
kinda,
after Napoleon was about the balance of power in Europe.
That's why I
And
said.
frankly, everything before him was too. It just got
Yeah, but that's why I
much
said
bigger
like.
focus.
That's why I said like trade and stuff. I'm not being specific here. Yeah, all their neighbors hated them. Like, yeah, obviously Europe didn't like them because, well, they're invading Europe. Here, let me make my turn. I think I'm done. But yeah, they're invading Europe. Of course, they're not gonna like them. But also, like, a lot of their not Persian, but a lot of like their Eastern, more Middle Eastern like allies, quote unquote, and just neighbors didn't like them too. Mostly just for like the kind of expansionism reasons, but if you're expansionist,
Yep.
your neighbors aren't gonna like you. But like, if you rule an empire and almost everybody hates you, there's a clear problem with your empire. Like there's got to be a reason they hate you. I mean, yeah, it could be for all different reasons, but you're still hated by a lot, if not most, if not everybody around you. They don't get me wrong, they had allies. They did. There just weren't that many. They had more enemies than their allies. If I'm getting that right, if I make a mistake, then feel free to correct me. I don't care.
It wasn't. It wasn't so much they had more enemies than allies. Everybody was either just barely below or just barely above neutral. They didn't have the only one they had that was a major
Russia.
backer for them was the Brits.
Oh, I thought you were saying enemy. Sorry.
Russia was an enemy, but they didn't.
Yeah, Crimea.
There were a lot of things that prevented them from really just rolling up a patent style. You know. There was
well, I mean, they tried.
mainly, British influence, and then
Yeah.
Crimea happened, and
Yeah, they tried a couple times, but like we'll also be honest here. Russia didn't only do it because they hated them. They also wanted Balkan influence and Constantinople and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So obviously it wasn't just because they hated, but there was a lot of Ottoman hate, especially later in history. And it doesn't help that they were on the Central Powers, and yeah. Before anybody goes and says, "Hey, that's another reason the Central Power is evil," this will probably be a good discussion for like the next episode of this, or maybe further episodes. But there were no real bad guys in World War One, except for the the assassins. Even then, that kind of get their cause, but the Austrians were pretty bad, but there are no real bad guys in World War One like there were in World War Two. Like the Nazis and like all the fascists are pretty. You can tell they're pretty big bad guys, but like World War One's a bit different. Like Germany they weren't evil. Yeah, they were bad guys in our books, but that's because winners write the history. But or victors write the history. But yeah, I don't care that they supported the Central Powers in World War One. What I don't like about what they did in World War One is the Armenian Genocide. Now, if you didn't know, the Armenian Genocide happened, well, obviously in Armenia, which is like up here, like kind of like around this region, like more central Turkey, more like kind of eastern Turkey. That's right, John? That's like around Armenia. That's like.
It's more.
Like it's more like to the back of Turkey, right? Like kind of.
Yeah, if you look at the region, the strategic overview, they actually have it.
Oh, is it listed as a province? Oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah, it's
there
right
you go.
there.
So yeah, Armenia's right there. The Turks feared that the Armenians would rise up, which, in all likelihood, would have happened eventually. I mean, Armenians didn't really like the Turks, so yeah. And they're like, hey, they might rise up. You know what we're gonna do to prevent that? Let's kill them. So they did. A lot. If you look in history, they did a lot of killing of their enemies. Yeah, I'll be real with you. Like Britain did too. Like you look at the rise of Britain, pretty bloody.
Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You look, this nation did a lot of killing their enemies. Well, gadzooks, Batman, how'd you figure that
No,
one out?
I should have definitely restated. By enemies, I mean like revolutionaries and stuff like that. I apologize. That was not very specific. We're probably about to get a battle here, by the way. Alright, come here. You know, I'm not even gonna fight this. Did you see the balance of power there? There's no way they
It
were
doesn't
winning.
come up on my screen unless you try to fight it.
They had like an eighth of the power.
Oof.
Anyways, goodbye, Major Army. Start marching over into their territory. Anyways, I'm rambling. Sorry. I should get on to my other reasons. So yeah, they're very, very harsh. They're very, very harsh on a lot of their inhabitants too. What was it? It's the they allowed Christians to be in the empire, but there was like a tax, right? Or is that another nation I'm thinking of?
Yeah, there was a tax. There was a lot of things. There was
Yeah.
the Janissaries, which is probably...
Janissaries. That's a good thing to
Right.
mention. They let a lot of local troops in like the Balkans and stuff were levied into Janissary. Janissary. Yeah, I'm gonna try and say it with the accent. I don't want to try and butcher it. Units. So basically, just like provincial troops, I guess you could call them. Well,
it's not even remotely what the Janissaries were.
well, yeah. I mean, a lot of Janissaries were from like the Balkans.
Yeah, do you know why?
You know what? Just so I don't want to sound wrong.
The Janissaries...
Just say it.
They had a long history. Towards the end, they became very Praetorian Guard, influential, didn't do a lot of like actual military shit, but a lot more political shit, but they started as a levy against the Christian kingdoms under Ottoman rule, where they were obligated to send young boys to be trained in Ottoman ways, and in order to be in the Janissary service originally, they had to be castrated. So
Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot about that. That's fun. So there's another fun fact. I might have to bleep that like I bleeped what I talked about Nero's
Yeah.
I might have to
maybe we'll see.
I might have to add the little bleep. Yeah, I don't want any kids learning about what castration is yet. I don't want any like little kid. Oh,
There's another one.
Who am I kidding? Looking at my
Also, they're on YouTube.
Looking at my viewer demographics, it's all like 25 to 30-year-olds. Who am I kidding? I don't care. If there's like if there's like one 5-year-old watching, he probably doesn't understand a single thing I'm mentioning. Okay, what is this?
What 5-year-old is watching a Rome 2 video?
I don't know.
That's a better question.
Okay. We're returning from that.
and fall back.
They're just in range.
How quickly the joy turned into sadness.
Okay.
Ooh, they drove you apart.
Oh,
Or are you
yeah.
still in reinforcing range?
No, that's what I was kind of hoping they'd do, but
Yeah.
why is it like the AI when they retreat they do it in reinforcement range, but when your units do it, they just run amok? I mean, I could pull off another, I don't know, you think I could pull off another, super strategic, an awesome victory again?
Maybe?
I
I
don't know.
am curious, what did you set your battle difficulty to? Because that might explain some of the
like normal.
miraculous saves
Oh, I think
here.
it's either easy and normal. No, that other victory, I think it was mostly just because they had crap units. I mean, I have 5 legionary units and 3 mercenary hoplites, 2 velites, and a general. I think they're just gonna overwhelm me with troops. I could probably make like a defensive. You know, I'm gonna try it. What happens.
Go for it.
Just in case. Well, if we don't, this could be like, in case we don't have any battles, and later on in the video, we'll at least have one. Hey, look at a Claudius quote.
Oh, I gotta do the thing.
Yeah, I already did that before. So anyways, yeah. This is gonna be very, very annoying because I'm gonna mention a specific person that makes me dislike a lot of Imperial stuff or element stuff because and that seems very weird. But yeah, you could pose a question like, oh, you like Rome, but look at Nero, he sucked. Yeah, I don't like Nero's Rome, so checkmate. Just like Mehetmet the Second, Mehetmet, whatever.
Mehmed the Second.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I can't pronounce it if I'm not looking at it. I forgot there's not a T. I apologize. My apologies. Blech! Here, you have fun. You can mess with my velites, I guess. I'll also give you the hoplites. Oh crap. This is all forest. They're gonna have, ooh. Alright, we're gonna try it. Here, yeah. Actually, I wonder if I could just hide my entire army. And just jump them.
Yeah, they were hidden. Yeah.
Are they hidden right here? No, they're not.
No, not there. But further back they were.
Oh yeah, where you are. This is gonna
They can
suck.
stay hidden in phalanx. Cool.
Can they? Ah, cool. This sucks.
We're in it right now.
Actually, never mind. I don't know why I was complaining earlier about it being injured. I was doing battles just fine. Okay, let's go. We're just gonna sit here.
The eyes of the Senate and all Rome are upon us.
Hey, one of those
today.
hoplite units is...
Enemy reinforcements
Oh, no, they are
approaching.
hidden. I guess they're just standing.
More than that, our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed. You know, with a good woman.
There's no cheering because they're hidden. But yeah, if you didn't know, he led the sack of Constantinople. He had... Now, looking at his army, first off, the Romans had about 5,000 to 7,000 professional soldiers, and most, if not all, the entire city, because the city had like 70,000 people, and there were like about 70,000 armed civilians, so yeah. If you want to be technical, they were pretty even in numbers, but like, armed citizenry compared to like your standard Ottoman soldier, that's like, whatever. They're basically plebs in this game. They're pleb spam.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Oh, how did that happen? I wasn't even moving. Okay, that sucks.
It seems as though the enemy discovered them.
How? I don't get... Okay, whatever. Oh, never mind.
If they have,
They're hidden again.
if they've got light skirmishers ahead,
My finest
maybe they
wine
pass
for-
through.
Whatever, we'll see. They're so far away. This is gonna take forever. Ottomans, originally Western accounts.
Could you set the
Hmm?
Could you set the speed up?
General!
Yeah, here, I'll do that. Original accounts, like Western accounts, had the Ottomans around 100,000, 150,000, which is pretty unrealistic, but then again, they were, like, medieval estimates. And they're like, oh my gosh, it's a massive horde! That's, like, millions!
I wouldn't say it's unrealistic.
Well, yeah,
considering the Ottoman Empire at the time was a consolidated,
Well,
actually solvent empire.
yeah,
And
but, like, I doubt it was actually 100,000. Modern estimates place it about, like, 50,000 to, like, 80,000.
what estimates are you reading? For this is we're both talking about the siege of Constantinople, right?
Yeah.
Like the sack of Constantinople. Yeah, no, I've always heard the 100 to 150.
That's like the widely accepted estimate. I'm just stating like that's like here are the estimates like here's modern here just so people are curious.
Our hidden units have been
and I'm-
discovered.
Dang it.
Now I'm curious, where are you hearing
Our
these
hidden
estimates?
units have been
Whoa!
Oh, they're like here.
They're
We have
lagging too.
discovered the enemy's hidden
Oh wait,
units.
this is that's why we're on master speed. That might have screwed me cuz I forgot to turn it
That
down.
was fast.
Hold position!
Hey, John, you wanted to throw in those hoplites.
General!
Hoplites are not mobile units.
Lead us!
Well, I mean like throw them in on the flanks cuz my
Hold Roman
they
call.
might get flanked, my legionaries. Or at least like throw them like here and like. Oh crap! Never mind. These entire legions. Okay. Turkish estimates were about. Turkish estimates are about like
One of our
10,000 or
units is our
something.
general is under attack.
They're like, oh, we're equal numbers. No, that's not true. So yeah, just kind of giving you an idea. Ottomans had the superiority in numbers. They also had bombards, which are
One of our units
very,
has
very
used all its
early
ammunition.
cannons, basically. So nobody had really seen that at the time. A couple of times before, but this is like. I believe this is the first siege they were using, like cannonry was
One of our
using.
units has used
If
all
I'm
its
wrong,
ammunition.
correct me. So yeah, there's that. Constantinople at this time wasn't the massive and like super glorious city. It was actually pretty. A lot of it was. Oh hey, they're flanking around. They're flanking around on the left. There. They're gonna hit our Velites. Yeah, they're hitting our Velites.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
It was a pretty crumbling city. Again, population wasn't the million it originally had. It was about 50,000. So yeah, it was obviously Romans weren't gonna win. After the battle, the city was
We have
looted.
discovered the
and
enemy's hidden
a
units.
lot of Roman stuff was destroyed actually by looting. So that sucks, but like that's not the reason I hate them.
On my order, withdraw!
Oh crap, my general's routing. I didn't get him out of there in time.
Legionaries! Back, back, back!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I can't really do anything. They're kind of just stuck in combat. I can only just sit there and... Hey, can you move one of those hoplite? You can't. They're all engaged. Never mind. Here, I'll just let you guys watch. Let me adjust the camera so you can see. Okay. I gotta stop clapping my hands together. It hurts. Right, this is what I want to mention. Almost the entire city was enslaved. Yes, if you didn't know, the Ottoman Empire had slaves, which, yeah, sucks, whatever. Yeah, like, around 50,000 slaves were taken, which, again, that's, like, most of the city. A lot of the nobles were executed. Like, those who hadn't died in the battle, if you look at, like, battle stuff, like, a lot of the nobles died after the fact in, captivity, or, again, through execution.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I know, shut up. There's one account that sticks with me the most. It's, actually funny you mentioned North Korea, because it's kind of mentioned too. So if you didn't know, North Korean leaders have something called a, how do I say this without getting demonetized? Like, they have pleasure squads. I'm not gonna go into it, but it is what you think it is. Yeah.
Our men
Oh crap!
flee
There
the
goes another
field
Legion
of battle.
unit.
This is a shameful display.
Mehetmet had something similar. Yeah, so you get the picture. There is a noble, I forget his name, but he was in charge of like the navy and stuff of the Eastern Roman Empire. He was executed, and nobody really knows why, but there's a couple speculations. Like, they're obviously like, oh, hey, having a noble connected to like a powerful noble, like connected to like, you know, Roman family and stuff, and like big military guy, you might want to get rid of him. That might be likely, but there's also a reason that his son, like it is like Justin or something, I forget his name. Mehetmet found him attractive and wanted him for
Our men flee the field of battle.
and his father said no, so he had him executed, and he used the son anyways. So you can see why I don't really appreciate the fall of Constantinople, or you can see why I don't like it. It's, yeah, obviously Rome died there, but like some pretty nasty stuff happened. And if you look at that, it was pretty commonplace. Like, take the siege of Vienna when, you know, when the Winged Hussars arrived. If Vienna had fallen, that would have likely happened. Like, stuff would have happened similar. Probably been looted, mostly sacked. A lot of civilian population would have been most likely enslaved. Because, I mean, again, you look a little bit east.
I like how
it happened to the capital.
I do like how we're undergoing this story of why Ottoman bad, while playing as Rome.
Well, I know. I'm not saying Rome was all innocent. There's a lot of stuff about Rome's history I do not like. But like,
while the Roman Empire was a great one, Roman history is a bloody horror show for anyone who is not Roman. And then every now and again, it's a horror show for those who are Roman.
Well, like again, like a lot of a republic's history I don't really like. Like, I kind of don't like the Roman Republic. I like some parts of its history. Like, again, I like some parts of the Ottoman history. Like, I'm impressed with how they somehow kept their empire in like, you know, control with how many problems that faced it. And there goes the Legion. Rip.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Let's see how many we killed.
This is a shameful display.
Oh, it was a close defeat. Oh, look at that. That's not terrible. I've got another. I could just reinstate the legacy. I've had to do that like twice now or something. Again, all this to say, I've been talking for a while, and we'll move on. I swear we will. We'll move on because next thing is Idiots Discuss Victors, and I'm kind of excited for the matchup we have, but because I'm curious to see what Jonathan's views on it are. But all of this to say, I just,
for the record, I have not seen it yet. I've not looked at the thing. It's been available to me. I just haven't looked at it.
Yeah,
So
I literally like say, hey John, I added stuff to it, and yeah, honestly that.
And
makes
I don't because I have.
Yeah, he has stuff to do.
Crazy shit going on.
Which again, that's fine. I'm not gonna give you grief for that. I mean, like, again, I barely had time to throw that together when I was. I was busy when I was doing that. Actually, I would have been driving to pick up my sister, but the hour before I had burned my hand, so I couldn't drive. Because apparently it's not safe, according to my mother. I drive with my right hand, anyways. Whatever. But all of this to say, yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, noble death. I don't really. I'll take back the word hate. I think that's a strong word. I dislike the Ottoman Empire. Again, if you oppose my views, you're welcome to comment and be like, well, you said this here, what about this? Yeah, sure. I might even get in discussion with you in the comments, you know, respectful discussion, and if you just start attacking me for it, I'm just going to ignore you. But yeah, that's over, that rant's over. They actually ended with the sad destruction of the, I think that was the 4th. No, that was the 5th. Okay. Yeah, so, there you go. Jonathan, what are you up to this turn? You just gonna sit there and build a bit more, or... You gonna try and conquer any more settlements?
Not fully sure yet. We will see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till your turn's over to get into the idiots discussed victors, because it's a pretty big mashup. It's not just a vehicle or a single soldier against one another. History's deadliest warriors. Oh gosh, that's a terrible show. It's History Channel. Who am I kidding? The entire History Channel's bad.
Okay, you're up plus 12, and all 12 of that is military. Okay, not moving.
We're gonna watch back the recording.
Plus 5, and it's all military.
I'm gonna find out I accidentally muted my mic or something later on, because that's how life hits me.
I can hear you, so...
No, I know, but on OBS, it doesn't say it's muted, but it's probably gonna glitch out, and it's gonna sound like a robot or something. Whatever. Actually, you do that. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick, so you take your turn.
Well, this is funny. He'll look back at the recording, and, he'll see that.
Wait, it's warm in here. I gotta turn out my fan.
So,
Yo, what's up?
So, what button did you press?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I got booted from the game, said the host has left.
I'm still in the game.
I'm not.
Apparently, I can't move. I think it might have crashed. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay, Windows, I can't even open a new desktop. Give me a second. It'll close in a minute. There it goes. Sorry about that, guys. That probably means you were sitting there for a little bit. Sorry.
But honestly, it was more like 12 seconds. It was not that much.
Well, uh-oh. We didn't save. Because, I was going to save right after that, when it hit my turn there. I think that's just a theme in this campaign. I think we're just kind of... It's fine. We can... This time that is on me. I should have saved earlier. I think at this point we might just have to save after every turn or something.
That'd be wise.
Can't leave. Hang on. Windows, Control, Desktop. Come on. I might have to restart my computer. I don't know. We'll see. We're not restarting the recording, no, because we're an hour in. Well, 58 minutes in. It is 10. I do not want to go for that too long. You know what? While we're waiting, next topic. It is discussed. Victor, yeah, I need a transition or something. I think you're either gonna like or hate this. Well, of course, those are usually the only options. But so today, the matchup is the Republic from Star Wars, as of 19 BBY, before Order 66. So Clone Wars near the end, but
So, right before Order 66?
Yeah, so it's still the Republic, and we're gonna say, during this matchup, Palpatine's not gonna pull a shenanigans. This is, just taking,
Okay.
yeah.
So the highly militarized,
yeah, so,
highly
Yeah.
powers in the Chancellor, but
So-
right before he actually pulls the trigger on Order 66. Okay.
Yeah. So the
So
Jedi
it's
Order is
barely
still
the
there.
Republic anymore.
Yeah, the Jedi. It's still the Republic though. It's not the Empire just yet.
It is nominally the Republic.
Yeah. So it's got the massive, like, Phase 2 clones, all the like the early Star Destroyers like Victory and stuff. Massive Venator fleets. The Jedi Order is still a thing. Versus the Covenant, but just before 2552 and the Great Schism, and just before the loss of High Charity to the Flood. So they still have High Charity. So this is like, when they, like, maybe Battle of Earth Covenant.
So
Again, I tried to take them at their peaks, and I would say the Republic was the Republic, not the Old Republic, was at its peak at I would say
for the sake of the discussion, I'll agree with that. I would say first off, the peak of the Covenant is not in 2552.
well, yeah. I originally would have done an early time, but I kind of wanted to do it because we don't know a whole lot
actually,
about earlier Covenant. We just know
Well, actually, we have a lot of information about during the War Covenant. I would say
crap.
peak Covenant, at least as far as we can both discuss without getting too esoteric in the books, is actually Fall of Reach Covenant. Because that's right before the fleet of second...
yeah, that is
the
true.
Arbiter's first fleet was obliterated at Halo. And then in
Okay.
First Strike, the Unyielding Hierophant and its
Yeah, that's
massive
right. I
escort
forgot
fleet
about
was
that.
obliterated.
That's true. So in that case, we'll go back to the just Fall of Reach. So right after, like, they just glassed. Reach is just now
Assuming
dead.
Reach it's still hot, just glassed.
Yeah.
The entire Covenant Empire. But what's the situation? Are the two galaxies overlaid on one another?
No,
Does the entire Covenant Empire just
we will
appear on the
say-
very edges of Star Wars, or who's the aggressor?
Like, I've seen matchups, like, I've seen, like, the Dalek Empire versus the entire 40K universe, which, spoiler alert, they easily beat because it's the Daleks. And even without time travel stuff. They, like, just threw them into the Warhammer universe, kind of like the Tyranids. I've seen other matchups where they take both factions and just throw them in, like, a, standard universe, like Battle to the Death. I think what we'll do is, I'm trying to think what would be fair, because I don't want, like, the Covenant invading Star Wars, but I don't want, like, Star Wars invading the Halo universe, because that seems like it'd be unfair for one side. I want
Or why don't we do both and discuss the intricacies of both and come to
Okay.
a decision on both?
I think that could work. So we'll start with Covenant. Here, okay, I'm reloading. I had to literally go into Task Manager and do it. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get back. We'll get back to where we were here in a moment.
Maybe.
Actually, yeah, we might have to replace them. All right.
Well,
Actually,
72. That seems about right.
it was like two.
Okay,
It was
at
like
least close
3
to
turns
it.
ago because I had. This is right when This is before, like, 2 turns before I crushed them at Dominium and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
We're not fighting out that battle again, PT Dubs.
No, don't worry about it. I thought we could, but I kind of screwed us over anyways by forgetting to make the time slow again. It was so funny. I thought it was lagging, that random cavalry unit just like stuttering out of nowhere. I'm like, uh-oh. And then I see the massive army just running. I'm like, oh, hey, that sucks. Okay, yeah, here we're okay. Here, let me.
Okay, yeah, this is beginning of the recording.
Yeah.
So let's try and blitz through some of these
Yeah,
turns.
I'm
auto-resolve everything, do all that, because we basically
Yeah.
know what we're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, again, I was just gonna
Is that
auto-resolve this fight when I could. First we'll discuss Covenant, Covenant military jumps into the Star Wars galaxy. Because it's just
Okay.
Republic versus Covenant, we'll say Separatists. We'll just say they stop fighting just for now, temporary truce, because then it wouldn't be fair, and that'd be like Republic and Separatists versus Covenant. So they jump in.
So let's first
Yeah.
answer this question. Is the Covenant aware of what it is doing? Like, is this an intentional jump?
For both scenarios, we will say that yes, like, when the Republic is invading the Covenant, like the Halo universe will say yes, they understand, and vice versa for the Covenant. So they're like, yes, we want to conquer this place. Who knows why? I don't know. Maybe there's like a Halo gate in Star Wars, or like the Republic wants another galaxy. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Assuming the Covenant knows what it's doing and is here for a stated purpose, and is able to bring to bear their entire, not just their existing military, but the entirety of their military-industrial complex to a stated
we'll say
goal,
that. We'll say that for both.
Covenant wipes the Republic.
Oh, that's what I thought. Absolutely. Because we're taking
Now,
for context, we're taking Republic like Battle of Coruscant kind of like deal. So again, like just before,
yeah, again, assuming, so this is where I get into now. If, in showing up in this new galaxy, the Grunts realize, hey, this could be a really good way for us to get the hell out of this abusive relationship we have.
And they launch a
the
rebellion.
Prophets begin infighting, and they start to realize, hey, there's no, like, Forerunner shit here, so why are we here in the first place? And different schisms happen. The Covenant, especially as it started learning new things, became more fragile because of the actions of the Hierarchs.
Well, because
So
Reach was
there's a bunch of stuff there.
What year was Reach? It was like 25.
2552.
It was it. It was all in the same year. Okay.
Yeah.
I forget if it was longer.
All three of the main games happened over like a couple of months.
I swear it was longer.
Let me go look at it.
I think I was forgetting. I think I was mixing up some of the later books. I was probably just doing that. Because the later books suck. I miss the early Halo books. They're so good. By what's his name, like Fall of Reach. Because like the Prophets start infighting pretty quick, and like, well, the Great Schism happens like. Well, Great Schism is like.
Okay, yeah.
It's end
So
of
Halo
2.
Reach the game.
Here.
Takes place August of 52.
Mm-hmm.
Combat Evolved takes place September of 52.
Halo.
So literally August,
Yeah.
September. Halo 2 is October. August, September, October. 3 ODST is October. 3 proper is not as specific as 2052 CE.
Well, okay.
So
If-
ending around... we're assuming like Evolutions and Glasslands and Initiation, all short stories, graphic novel, are 2553. So assumedly, the Ark does its thing. The Master Chief vanishes in November, December of 52.
Well, okay.
That area.
So taking that into account, if the Arbiter's fleet isn't destroyed, there's no reason for him to become the Arbiter, really, unless he later fails against like a Republic fleet. They're already starting to be kind of like, ooh, this great journey thing isn't because it was at the end of Halo 2 when like, it's end of Halo 2, when Great Schism happens and High Charity falls, right? Like because Halo 3 is
Yes.
yeah, because Halo 3
Yes. There's so if we're taking at the time of immediately like the day of Fall of Reach. There's not a lot of disunity in the Covenant at that point. Maybe I think I might have misspoken earlier.
Well, that's like
until
2 months.
Because the big thing that happened was the Sacred Ring's uncovery, being discovered.
Yeah, but
really pushed things forward. That's what happened. So without that, the Covenant is a very unified force.
Yeah, I'm saying like until the Great Rings, they're like, okay, this Great Journey thing is great, but Great Rings is like, ooh, well, I don't know about this. Because Great Schism is like 2 months.
So, kind of, it
doesn't.
Great Schism itself is difficult to nail down.
We'll just say it's a very short period of time. So
assuming Great Schism,
oh wait, sorry, my turn.
Likely, it's difficult to nail down exactly, but again, all of this can be put aside by the simple fact that if we're taking it on the day of the Fall of Reach in August of 2552, it is months yet until, it is about a month-ish until the Ring and Guilty Spark is found.
Yeah.
Guilty Spark being the one who does all of the things in that area.
Yeah.
Really
The
starts
Oracle.
The heresy.
So
the Aravaci and Carthage are at war. I'm gonna let that war
really?
go for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go smack whoever wins.
I love that, like, every time we have to reset, like, something else happens. It's, like, something even
Something
weirder.
different happens.
Like, it seems
Yeah.
like every time we have to reset, it gets weirder and weirder. So yeah. Well, okay, take the Republic, too, because if they're invading the entire... We'll say, you know what, here. For sake of, well, we actually have a good invasion. Yuzhan Vong, we have a good, like, invasion point. Vector Prime. We'll say they come in at Vector
Yeah.
Prime. So northern part of the galaxy. For those of you who don't know where Vector Prime is. If you don't know what the Yuzhan Vong are, don't worry about it. Literally do not worry about it.
So at the time of the Clone Wars, the northern
Was that
that is interesting.
Was the North captured by that by like Battle of Coruscant? Wait, what? Hang on.
Yes, from my understanding, right? Because the Outer Rim sieges were much more south and west.
Yeah.
Um,
Again, there
most
was
of the north would have been secured by that point, which means
They-
most of the Republic military forces are not up there.
Yeah,
They're
that's
redeployed to the active war
'cause
zone.
that's what I was gonna bring up. Like the Republic military is pretty spread out. Because again, they're fighting the Galactic War
Yeah.
or Galactic Civil War. Or, no, that's sorry, Galactic War. The Clone Wars. What am I talking about? Ha! They fled this time.
Commander,
But in
for orders. Commander,
I would
ready for battle.
that's where you start to wonder, like,
Wipe them out.
the Republic, I don't think they have an answer for, like, not even the big OAS, even just the ORS class assault carriers, the 5-kilometer one. The Praetor battle cruisers existed, but not in any
Stop. Running around.
Forgive me, but I cannot.
No, keep going. You're good.
but not in any number that we can actually, like,
There we go.
consider.
Jeez. Yeah, like, again, I have, actual numbers, like, Eckhart Slatter, did a approximation of what High Charity's fleet is, and he estimated about 1,200 ships, and, again, like, most of the fandom, Halo fandom, agrees, because, I mean, the man actually does good research. The Coruscant Defense Fleet was about 10,000 ships to 15,000, plus, you know, Battle of Coruscant, there are reinforcements coming in every, like, moment. Even, like, I don't think, like, you take Coruscant, because he did a matchup between the Coruscant Defense Fleet and the High Charity. Like, there's a video he did.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw it a long time ago. And
I don't remember the results, but,
We are trying to speed through these turns.
I know,
though,
I
so
am.
let's keep
I
going.
was just thinking about what to do.
At your
Okay, just
command.
making sure.
Commander,
Can they move? No, they can't. I'll just sit there. I forget who won, but I think he leaned more in the terms of the Coruscant Defense Fleet because of numbers, but, like, that's just High Charity, like, in its fleet. Because most of the fight, they'd probably be protecting High Charity. This is the entire Covenant military, and
Yeah.
if we're assuming, you know, Separatists stop fighting because, again, we don't want Separatists and Republic versus Covenant. That's cheating. That would be interesting to see, though. But the Republic, like, they're probably gonna sense, like, you know, all the subspace stuff. They're gonna be maybe like a planet's gonna be like, hey, thousands and thousands of ships just like, and a giant like space station looking, multiple space station looking things just jumped in at Vector Prime. That's kind of weird. They're everywhere.
Kind of weird.
Space rupture detected. Space rupture detected. No, just a little bit weird. But the Republic's probably gonna be like, hey, it's probably not a good thing. I mean, do you think, like, what do you think the Republic's strategy would be against that? I mean, like, again, this is assuming they don't have to deal with the Separatists anymore. Yeah. Would they send, like, the majority of their forces to try and intercept them, or would they try and, like, form a line? Because,
Well, the problem arises from hitting the Separatists aren't a factor button. How does that play out?
Ooh,
Do they
ooh.
say, you know what, you go deal with that, we're putting the war on pause? How does that Or are we just, for the sake of argument, assuming the Republic doesn't have to worry about them for some reason?
Sorry, you repeat yourself for a second. I got a notification saying high chance of civil war. I was freaking out. The lowest loyalty is -6, and I have a risk of 0%. So okay, that was weird.
That's what mine said.
No,
That's what mine said, remember that.
I just secured loyalty. Don't worry, they're for loyalty now.
Okay.
It's all good.
Anyway, so how are we actually? Are we just assuming, for a reason that we don't care to actually elaborate on, separatists not a problem? So
yeah,
can
they're
focus on
like
this? Is that what we're
maybe
assuming?
separatists
we
are
are
like, yeah,
writer hand waving that for the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So assuming that the Republic would likely, well, assuming even if the separatists aren't an issue, throughout this war, the Republic is forced to occupy a lot of worlds. They are currently having to do that. There's a lot of unrest, especially this late in the war. And Palpatine's doctrines of using the Force in these areas, even though this predates the Tarkin doctrine, it's still prevalent. So their ability to marshal a large enough response to the Covenant as they stand would likely be incredibly limited.
Yeah.
Finding shelter.
On the other hand, because of the War of the Separatists, they've already massed significant mobile fleets to do all of this stuff anyway, so simply reassigning those task forces would likely be very easy. So, assuming that, I would... If I were Palpatine, who is, despite all appearances, 1,000% in control of every aspect of Republic military decision-making, if I were Palpatine, the goal would be get in there and kick them out before they can get a foothold.
Yeah, because
whether or not that would be successful is interesting. They would... Because on the one hand, like, they would have to leverage their fighters. Even though they have a significant capital ship in numbers, I don't think they have, aside from... do we know how many Praetor battle cruisers they had around that time? Or, like, Mandator 1s? Because I don't think they were very common.
How many Praetors... Praetor 1s did... existed at 19 BBY? How many Praetors? Somebody said at least one. Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Star Wars ships here. Yeah. A lot of people are saying about 10 to 15. Somebody said 48. I kind of doubt that. 10 to 15. That seems like a safe number to assume. Mandators. I'm not gonna look that up. I don't think there's a we'll say there's 3. 3 to 5. I think that's a safe number to say. Because again, this is 19 BBY just before the end of the Clone Wars, so there's
Okay.
like around the time of Battle of Coruscant. So victories are decently common, and like there's early Imperators and stuff. So again, we'll say 3 to 5 Mandators and Mandator 1s, and like couple 15 to 20 Praetors. So, and of course 10 like. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of, Venators.
Yeah.
Because...
That's what I'll use. Hold on. What fleet hit Reach?
It was... Oh, I know this. It's in the book. Oh, crap.
It's the...
I forget the name.
I need to find...
I know it had a name. I swear it's in the books. Well, the fleet that hit Reach, during the Battle of Earth, they say, oh, this is, 3 times smaller than the fleet that hit Reach and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you look at the size of the fleet at Earth,
well,
it's
he said
decently large.
Specifically, he said Hood's words were the fleet that hit Reach was 50 times this size.
Oh, yeah, 50. Yeah, sorry. And
but that's...
Covenant numbers that, even if it was just, over-exaggeration... The fleet numbers at Earth were still pretty decent. It wasn't a massive fleet. It was just a couple of the big cruisers and some small corvettes and stuff. But some small corvettes. Taking that into account, and the fact that the slip space rupture detected message went on loop for a little bit, and everybody's freaking out. think it's safe to say that Reach had their fleet at Reach was. I don't remember if there's an actual number given, but I know it's a lot of ships. I actually looked that up real quick. Ships did the Cov and then not lose at Reach.
Okay. Participants at the fall of Reach.
I'm getting numbers around 300 to 315 ships.
315 is around there.
Yeah. Okay.
A breakdown. Okay. There
Yeah.
was the fleet of Valiant Prudence and the fleet of Particular Justice.
Yeah, there you go. I knew Particular Justice. I knew about that one because of the again. I think the books. I forget. I've heard that somewhere though. Probably in a Kurt Slider video. So yeah, 300 to 315 ships. I think in this matchup, I think the Republic definitely has the numbers advantage, but here, I think I'm good with my. Oh nope, somebody has a scale. Whoops. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm saving real quick. This guy. Save. Forces. You have. Wait, that's the one I wanted, right? Yeah. Okay, there. Here, no, you finish what you're doing. I'll give my thoughts here in a second.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I hate agents in this game so much. What are you trying to do? You're trying to, like, turn the settlement against me? Moron. Sparta, what are you doing? Get your armies out of my territory, please. Trade agreement.
is the
I thought I was trading with you guys already. Huh. Alright, what are you looking at? You looking at, like, fleet competitions or something?
Yeah, trying to. There's not a whole lot of good information, unfortunately. Just from Googling, anyhow.
Oh, no.
But,
Whoa, okay. 6, 16, and 19. Okay. Empire. Above 60%, or 65%. I am at 56.
Good money.
Okay, that sucks. Well, one Imperium am I? What we need? You need 6, 5. I am at. I think that's. Okay. Oh, 3. Sorry. Okay, so I need 2 more Imperium levels. That minus 10, that subtraction of 10, that's gonna hit me hard. Subversion, Rebellion, Intimate, Pannonia. Oh, you know, the settlement I just took? No way. Give me a second. Go ahead and march over here. We'll see if we'll see what they have here. If it's not enough.
Ready for further orders. At your command.
Okay, I can take that out.
Make haste.
Sparta, if you try and go for a settlement, I'm gonna be so like pissed at you. So again, sorry for the long delay, guys. What we're thinking here is, I'm like,
yeah,
if
because I'm trying to look at numbers and shit, and I'm not finding a whole
like,
lot.
okay, so
Essentially,
assuming after like maybe like a couple weeks of both sides observing each other, trying to get as much intel, the Republic tries to coordinate a response to try and hit them, like, you know, immediately hit them and trying to push them out immediately. What we're thinking is, like, who would win a massive, just, you know, space battle. Well, he tries to figure out numbers. Okay. Covenant, oh crap. What's the carriers called again? What are the carriers called again? The
So there's several different classifications.
Yeah.
Are you looking at the large but not like apocalyptic, or like the apocalyptic one?
No, because there's like the Corvettes and stuff. There's the silver ones with the kind of like the hook at the front, and it's
Are you talking about the huge ones, the 15-kilometer ones, or the 5-kilometer ones?
the 5
Those are
kilometer ones.
Okay, yeah, those are the CAS.
Yeah, CAS. I was
carriers,
not
believe. Let me double
CIS.
check.
CAS. Because again, Eckhart Slider, when he was going with like high charities fleet, he assumed like there was a lot more Corvettes and stuff. Obviously, like just looking at the images that we've got of it and like the cutscenes. Can I exempt these guys from tax? Yeah, what would that do? Oh crap! What are you guys so unhappy about? What? Characters. Okay, so looking at real quickly, I'm negative 304 public order in Singdon or whatever it's called. Minus 298 for characters. Is that like?
Commander,
Does that mean like their traits or something?
I don't know.
Here, hang on. I gotta look at this real quick. You just keep going.
Yeah, that is kind of hilarious looking at the minus 304. That's something.
You say that, yet you've had stuff like that the entire campaign.
Never anything quite that bad.
Yeah, but
yes.
you've had like minus 200 before, or it was like minus 100 for all your settlements before. So,
Yeah.
sorry, that was kind of mean. I just like
No, I mean, you're alright.
Which one are you? Who are you again? You are Septimus, or Septicus, blah, 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 blah. You're not anywhere. I can't see your character traits. I'm trying to see if you have like a racist trait or something. The racist is killing my population. No.
at your command.
Dang it, how do I see their traits? Oh yeah, traits here. No. It doesn't do
Commander,
anything. Oh, ugh. Why does this guy have a flaccid trait? That sucks for him. Oh, that's my dictator. Oh. Maybe that's why, because he dictated. No, there's no way. You don't even have traits. That's weird. And if they rebel, it's whatever. I really don't care. I'll just crush it immediately. Okay, here. I'll end my turn. So, Covenant, they have... So, because they just got there, we'll say... They have the High Charity Fleet, the fleet that attacked Reach. The fleet they were building up to go to Earth. Unless that was some ships from Reach, I don't remember. If it's specified. Oh! Was that the Rebellion? Was that it? Dude, stop. Sparta, stop running across my lands. I'd say the Covenant military, I'm gonna look it up to be sure. They had... How many ships did the Covenant have?
It's more complicated than that, though. if you
I know, but
consider-
like... So... Most estimates are about 1,200 ships, so... Those are what most, like, some of the largest Covenant fleet compositions. General total, I'm seeing a wide consensus on about 10,000 ships total for their military. Seeing as how small the Halo
Probably.
universe is, I mean, because it's just, like, isn't it just, like, the
Yeah.
Orion arm and stuff? Nowhere near the size of the
The modern Halo galaxy is a bit more difficult to get the size of. The actual galaxy itself, from everything is larger than the Star Wars galaxy, but
Well, yeah,
the
but,
players
like-
in it are infinitely smaller. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the like their territories and stuff. Well, like most of Halo takes place in like I think just the like Orion Arm or whatever it's called.
Yeah, around there.
Like, but like obviously it's bigger and stuff, you know, because it's our universe, and it's like technically infinite. Well, Star Wars, the galaxy is just the galaxy, and like there's smaller galaxies, but those don't matter. About 10,000 ships.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the Republic, they probably had about like, because like of course the Coruscant defense fleet alone is like 10,000 or 15,000. They probably had at most.
I
Like-
would still contest some of those numbers.
Well,
Like,
no,
the
that's
Galactic Empire was supposedly
10,000 Star Destroyers.
infinitely larger than and more militarized, more military powerful than the Republic ever was, and yet all like the crazy fandom estimates put its fleet size of Star Destroyers of overall, not just Imperial stars, but of all different classifications at 25,000 of
Okay,
the entire Imperial Navy.
Well, those are
So
Star
a
Destroyers.
single Republic fleet numbering 10 to 15,000 sounds.
Well, no, that's also like that. I think that also includes like the open circle fleet that shows up, all the reinforcements and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But also
The idea that a seriously large portion of the Republic Navy showed up for this fight.
well, like also like we also gotta remember that like your average Imperial Star Destroyer is larger and also way. Oh yeah, that was a rebellion army. Sparta just like instantly killed it for me. Thanks, bro. And now they're at 24. Yo,
Alright, drop a save. Do it now.
Settlement
hang on, let me
for Rome.
do this real quick. Take 2 seconds. But no, I saved like a couple turns ago. I'm gonna save now.
Yep. Just
No, I know. I was going to.
the thing that I would draw attention to is beyond the individual numbers. We mentioned earlier maybe 3 praetors, whereas
No.
if we are going
that
to
was
specifically
mandators. We said about 3 to 5 mandators
Mandators.
and 15 to 20
Okay.
praetors.
I would argue, because these are Mandator 1s. They are, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in the realm of like 8 to 11 kilometers, somewhere in there. Because the Executor was a Mandator 2, the next line that didn't show up until literally Empire Strikes Back. After Battle of Yavin is where they finally showed up.
Really quickly, I'm looking. I'm looking at like Wikipedia and stuff, and some like actual like official stuff. There's not a real number for the Republic fleet, but it's estimated to be about hundreds of thousands, and that's not just vendors. That's like every single Republic ship.
Every single,
I don't think that count. Obviously, not like fighters. I don't think because that'd be weird. But like,
yeah.
CIS, the Covenant Navy again. Like, if it was like about 10,000 ships total.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. Would the Republic just overwhelm them? Like, if, like, because, again, this isn't, like, some, like, small, outside, like, this isn't, like, if the Yuuzhan Vong had, like, a tiny navy jumping in that, like, they could easily send, like, a small fleet to go. No, this is the entire, not CIS, the entire Covenant like Armada, along with High Charity, like Unyielding Hierophant, and if any they had, and whatever other space stations they had. I think the Republic would respond with most, not all, because they still have to maintain
Again,
order.
this is
but,
the magical fairy tale land in which the CIS
Yeah.
just decides to sit this one out.
yeah,
And the Hutts decide not to do anything.
like most, like maybe like 80% of their navy. Even if they sent like 50%, don't you think they would just overwhelm the Covenant with their numbers?
On the one hand, it's possible. On the other, now we get into the issues of, given that Halo is hard sci-fi, and Star Wars is very, very
space
not hard
fantasy.
sci-fi.
Yeah.
Given we've been given numbers for like the efficacy and heat coefficients of Covenant plasma lances and plasma mortars and torpedoes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I mean Halo, not in Star Wars, we've seen asteroids do serious numbers on shielded capital ships.
Well, yeah.
We've seen, yeah, that's not a they aren't even a consideration to Covenant starships in the books. If I don't know if turbo lasers can even pierce Covenant
That's a
plasma
good
shields.
point.
If we consider, even if setting aside the issues of, like, are they even powerful enough to do damage? If we consider the simple fact that Admiral Cole had to learn the hard way how Covenant ships shields work in Star Wars.
Point.
If you just shoot it for a while, eventually
It'll
go down. That's not how Covenant shields work.
No.
Covenant shields require a concentrated burst to overwhelm its regeneration.
Well, Mac rounds and stuff. So.
Well, no, not just Mac rounds.
No, I know, but like they need like more than that. I'm just saying, like, you know, like concentrate. I'm just giving. Never mind.
The idea here is it was not to because it sounds obvious, like shoot it more and it'll go down. Throwing all the missiles you have from each ship at a Covenant starship will not just bring its shields down over time. You have to stop all of the volleys, charge up, and let everyone let off at the exact same time to overwhelm it.
Yeah.
How long is the Republic going to take to figure that out?
Well, because there's also I knew this was gonna come up. You know, like Republic shields versus Covenant shields, Republic weaponry versus Covenant weaponry. Which I think we can also agree that plasma weaponry would wreck Republic ships, especially without like shields.
If we consider the deeper lore of Star Wars, in that the galaxy has been in a state of technological stagnation for tens of thousands of years, whereas the Covenant, not innovative, they're adaptive, so they are also technologically regressive to an extent. They start way the fuck ahead.
Yeah, no, they totally do.
Engineering forward.
This is like Covenant versus this is like if the Covenant tried attacking the Forerunners. This is ridiculous. Well,
I am of the opinion that what
Sparta, you. I'm killing you for that. I told you no. Why would you do that? What was the reasoning behind that? Why did they like send an army up? No, they're dead to me. You are dead to me. I was gonna do it later, but I was gonna save you for last. I was thinking about sparing you. I'm not sparing you after that. You see me sending Legion? No.
Oh, hey, the Helvetii are back.
All right. So, anyways,
they took one of the Jerusi settlements.
Yeah. Now my other hand hurts because I
hate the Helvetii.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a thing?
I'll kill them later. They weren't as bad. I hated the guys over in like Eastern Oricum. Gosh dang it. Anyways,
you
know, I'm just gonna send my freaking. I'm gonna send this Legion at Impelia. Hit you from the rear.
I am making preparations to begin a war in Spain.
Okay.
The only thing that you have that be under any threat is Tarraco, and you've got the Second Legion there. Should be fine. Just want to give you a heads up that that's going to happen probably next turn.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, I can't even upgrade an upgrade to a full upgrade to the Second Legion costs 5,400. That's like 5,400. That's ridiculous. But anyways,
preparing secondary army in Africa.
So also, just so this doesn't go on for long, we'll forego the Republic invading.
Give me a sec to do some more of this.
Well, no, I'm just saying we'll forego the second scenario. We'll just keep this one scenario.
Yeah, we'll just do this one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
For now.
Because also, I feel like it'd be bad.
I feel like it's going to be the same discussion in the verse.
That
because
and also the existence of the Halo rings and I don't want to get in. I don't want to get into that.
Imagine Anakin, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka show up on Installation 04.
Take
like-
control. They take control of it, and then,
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
No,
you
no,
you
like,
know
they get
damn
the-
well those
no.
three would stumble into the flood. You know it would happen.
Yeah, but no, you know that, like, if they got control of it, Anakin, like, Clone Wars Anakin, there'd be the in the background as he's, like, looking at the controls. He's like, should I commit
Yeah.
mass genocide on this galaxy? But, anyways, so yeah.
But the other thing that even if assuming that turbo lasers even work against Covenant shields and then Covenant armor,
Which,
they would still need to figure out how to overwhelm Covenant shields, which would take time.
Which,
and cost resources.
really quickly, I think they would work against the armor, but maybe for sake of, like, you know, making it, like, actually somewhat of a, like, fair. Oh, they liberated it, and it's not just like a Covenant win 10 out of 10 times. I think we'll say it works somewhat on, because again, in the end, they're just like, it's like weak plasma.
Also, we have to consider Covenant ships.
We hunger.
All of their stuff is geared to fight
Ready for battle.
other things on their technological level. The purple coloration of most Covenant ships is a heat treatment to their armor. That's what that filament is.
Yeah.
It's designed to work against sources of incredible heat, because that's what they fight. So if their armor is relatively proofed and can stand up semi-well, put up a fight against other plasma lances and torpedoes, I don't know how well turbo lasers are going to do. The other consideration that's next up is, so the CCS class battlecruiser, it's difficult. They had like a whole lot of different classifications because the Covenant Navy was weird, but by and large, is their Venator, right? Their most ubiquitous capital ship.
Yeah.
1,700 meters in length, so longer than an Imperial Star Destroyer when that would come. Each one is equipped with the excavation beams, and then plasma lances,
Yeah.
42 plasma cannons, 16 plasma torpedo tubes, pulse lasers. Covenant, I rule the Banshees probably get their fade run by probably roughly equal to like the V-19 Torrent, but would have
Yeah.
trouble with the V-wings. The Seraphs, on the other hand, those things own the skies.
Yeah. Well, like, as much as I'm like, you know, like, I love the V-wing and like the Arc 170. I doubt Republic starfighters could like match that thing.
Yeah.
Well, like in Halo alone, they're annoying. So,
I would also. So that then
Yeah.
the next step up is the find it. There's the ORS heavy cruiser, which is not
We
the
hunger for
CAS
battle.
class assault carriers. The ORS class heavy cruiser, 3,000 meters, is fairly ubiquitous as well. Generally as flagships of smaller squadrons, so generally like hundreds in their hundreds. That's not a massive capital ship. The next step up would be the CAS assault carrier, around 5 kilometers. Those things, there are 5 named ones, and there's references to others. They're, again, without exact numbers, I would put their numbers somewhere in the 2 to 3 dozen. Then finally, I misspoke on its numbers earlier. The CSO class supercarrier, 28.9 kilometers.
yeah.
That's almost 50% larger than the Executor. That's
It
more
was
than
ridiculous.
double any Mandator. And there are 3 named with references to at least 6 more.
Wasn't one wasn't it in Halo?
The Long Night of Solace.
Wasn't one
The
in
Long Night of Solace in Reach was,
Yeah.
was obliterated. And then there were specifically the supercarrier Long Night of Solace was one of them. When you see it in the cutscene Reach. And of course, the mission where you go fuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh geez, this conversation has been like 40 minutes. Before we continue real quick, covering a ground war between the two, I think the Republic would win. Just because, like, you know, the Jedi and, like, the Covenant aren't fighting, you know, ODSTs with little rifles. They're fighting, you know, legions
Well, let's remember, the UNSC did not win most ground battles.
No, I know.
The balance was, of the few victories humanity managed to eke out, most of those would happen to be on the ground. The Covenant, the prevalence of glassing is a tactic as well.
Well, no,
it's
just
not
like
as big of a thing.
we're
in
just
Star
saying,
Wars,
like,
but it's huge in Halo.
We're just saying, like, Navy versus Navy and ground versus ground, so we aren't going too in depth.
That's fair. In terms of ground versus ground, my counter is the prevalence of personal energy shield technology.
Yeah, but those are for the only elites have those, and they
give them to grunts later in 3.
Yeah, but this isn't 3. This is
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only a separation of a few months, and this campaign would take years.
Well, yeah, but we aren't gonna make too many changes because then, like, if we start taking, like, because then you also have to take into account the like, you know, there's no forerunner tech.
The Republic. I do think, interestingly, these two, I think we could actually look at how it evolves, because these are both very non-adaptive societies. They will not take technology from each other, because that's just not something that either side has ever done.
No. Well, sorry.
There's the options of, like, the Republic could take Covenant technology. No, they won't. They've never done that before in their history. Even when they do find advanced races, they don't mess with that shit, and the Covenant wouldn't give a shit about Republic technology. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Another huge concern on the naval front: slip space versus hyperspace.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, slip space, you kind of just show up wherever, but you need to know where the location is. And we're gonna take it because, like, the Covenant just entered. They don't know where, like, Coruscant is. This is Earth, basically. They don't know where don't know where it is. They don't know where anything is really.
So that's not exactly how it works. There's basically, in slip space, everything casts a shadow, and so you need advanced technology to navigate through it, and you drive through it.
It's actually well described in the books.
It's very well described.
This because of the whole fight in the I forget which book is that. Where, because they have the it's the Gettysburg hybrid with the one
that's
ship.
First Strike.
Yeah, First Strike, because they fight other Covenant ships in slip space. It's really cool.
Yes, there's the consideration I would make is, firstly, they would definitely be able to read power signatures. That's how they did a lot of their things.
Actually,
in the books and finding things, they would, because the reason human planets were so difficult to find is because they didn't light up very well. The only reason they found most of them was because of the prevalence of reclaimers, like humans themselves, and they just kind of stumbled across human colonies.
Actually, yeah, if that's the point, they'd probably easily find Coruscant because of how...
Yeah, with the prevalence of electronic technology and things like, and being able to hone in on power signatures.
Judging that, they'd probably see that as, like, you know, this, like, Earth was pretty important, that this is this faction's Earth. What if we attacked Earth? If most of the Covenant fleet just, you know, popped out of existence, the Republic would probably, I mean, I think they could put up I don't think the battle would happen at, you know, Vector Prime. I think the battle for, like, I think this major battle would happen at Coruscant, if that's the case.
It's possible.
Like, maybe there'd be some fighting at Vector Prime, because they wouldn't, like, jump High Charity in or anything, but, like, they were planning to send the unyielding unyielding. It's like that one character who couldn't pronounce it too. Unyielding Hydrophant. I'm pretty sure they were sending it to Earth with the fleet.
Still not correct, but keep going.
Whatever, you know what I mean. So they'd probably jump that in, and any other. I would imagine maybe they have like 2 to 3 more stations like that, maybe 2. I don't think that was their only station like that.
That's true.
We'll see.
It's not listed, but
we'll give them for this scenario. We'll give them 2. The unyielding Hydrophant or Hydrophant. Unyielding Elephant there, and the like I don't know, the Bobby Hill. I don't know. We'll give him just 2. That's a sick name for a ship. I don't care what anybody says. What do they have here real quick? 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I can easily take down that garrison. They had Navios, Plata, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a second. I'm counting up Sparta settlements. 5 up here, but I've got... Okay. I don't think they have anything there. I should be fine. I think all their armies up here. Okay. 1 second. Just checking. Who are they allies with? Just me.
When you're in a position to discuss, we like game things. I'd like to go over.
Yeah. Here, we should probably end this conversation so we can actually get to the other topics. This is actually a really fun matchup.
Don't be Russian. If this is good,
well, no, because like I don't want to go to like 12 or something.
No, I mean, if we don't get to things on your itinerary, we use them next episode.
That is true. But we've also been rambling for almost an hour about this one topic.
If they're not here for our rambling, they've tuned out like long before this episode.
Well, also it's getting to the point where we're repeating some stuff.
Fair enough.
Okay, whatever.
We'll get back to it in a second. Game shit.
Yeah.
Let's focus on that right now.
Okay. Yeah. Just real quick. Go ahead.
Okay. Spain. If you want to move your camera over there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at kitting Numantia, which is
Oh crap! No.
the Celtiberian Confederation. That chain.
Yeah.
I'm looking at hitting that. Do you want to move to your border and hit Oraculum at the same time so we can... Because the whole north-south divide of Spain.
Oh, there you go. You're looking. Go ahead. Oh, wait, here. Let me upgrade these velites.
Figure...
Oh, that's armory and stuff. Okay. Here, I'm already...
Once they're taken care of... Yeah, once they're taken care of, you don't need to pay much more attention to Spain for a while, because I'll turn south.
I'll probably just
leave mess with the Lusitani for a while.
Well, I'll send the 2nd Legion over to help you with sieges, mostly because I want them to do some stuff, but 2, I also want them to get some experience. It'll make it easier.
I figure
for
just
give
them their target of Oraculum, and if one of us has difficulty, we'll support the other.
Yeah. Also, I have to take Brigantium because that's a part of the Tarraconus.
Eventually.
Yeah, but for now.
Eventually.
But no, I know what you mean.
Yep.
Is that all?
I think that's it for overall strategy on this front. Do you have anything else?
Actually, do you have any deals with Sparta? Like, you're not an ally with them, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't want to drag you into the war. I'm about to declare war on them.
Ha.
The blessing of the Olympians upon you.
I feel bad. I kind of liked them. They were chill.
Perhaps you will find profit in setting.
I was just... They upset
An
me
unfortunate necessity.
So anyways, I'm also getting really tired of having to, like, go around, like, oh, there's this factor in, too. Okay. This would actually
Shall we hack at each other until our enemies can gorge
the
themselves
Subi
on
won a
warriors'
peace
flesh?
treaty. This is perfectly timed. Oh, yes. I'm not giving you back your settlements, but, yeah, peace is fine. Oh, hey.
What are you doing? That's not wise.
That's
unwise.
Already facing attrition. They're like, well, this army's dead. May as well use it.
Yeah, 96. I'll take that.
Ground war will say, I'd say maybe like Republic wins. I think it's probably like even matchup, 50-50. Like Republic wins 5 out of 10, Covenant wins 5 out of 10. I mean, because like the Republic's better than the UNC at ground combat, I'd say.
Bizarrely, I would argue like trained zealot squads.
Well, you also
with their
forget
energy swords against Jedi.
No, the Jedi could just force push them.
Okay,
away.
where they're not. Well, yeah, they can do some of that, but they can't get all of them because remember, they're not all Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but there's also about 10,000.
Most Jedi.
Yeah, there's
how many
about 10,000.
millions of.
There weren't like millions of trained zealots. They're
not trained zealots specifically.
Well, because like in Reach, they're rare.
Covenant.
They're rare in Reach because like Carter's like a trained remember in the first level, he's like
They are spec
elite
up
zealots.
spawns.
Whoa. So yeah, there aren't too many. I think just so that we don't get into another thing, because I'm more interested in the fleet combat. I think it'll be more even.
I think.
Because
I'm also interested in discussing the ground combat, because
yeah,
this is
but
an incredibly
we can
important
also
facet
come
of
back
it.
to that. I don't want it to just be 2 topics in the video. Well, 3. But it was, I mean, the first topic
If there's
was like
more
2
to
seconds.
say, if this topic hasn't run out yet, why stop it?
Okay, fine. Okay, so...
How does the Republic counter a Scarab? A short of orbital assistance.
Whatchamacallit, the Anakin special laser, the bzzz.
Yeah, the SBH.
They just shoot
those
that
are
thing.
direct line of sight.
They literally took down a separatist, like a couple blasts from those took down the control ships, like the control
This
ship.
is true.
Yeah, I don't think I think a single blast right through the bridge of a Scarab that's taking a Scarab down. Because Scarabs don't have
That's
shields.
true. I would argue. So if we consider Scarabs do not have shields,
Yeah.
We would have to consider the incredible maneuverability of a Scarab as relative to those artillery platforms.
They moved awfully quick. You look at Attack of the Clones. They were aiming decently fast. And the Republic's on the defensive because the Covenant have to land stuff. If they just shot like Scarab transports out of the sky, which I would imagine they would target those because it's going to be a big transport dropping a big walker. You shoot that out of the sky, Scarab just falls on the ground. And if they do land, they've got to move the Scarabs into position, and the Republic already has ground defense. Like Empire at War. This is like Empire at War defense versus offense kind of thing. I mean, like, one blast from... I don't know.
I don't think it's quite as... Because remember how many of them had to concentrate their fire to bring down a control ship? And that control ships are not combat ships.
Yeah, it was like 3. Like 3 to 4 of them. And those are massive ships. This is a single Scarab versus one of the artillery pieces. I mean... Yeah, even with the heavier armor, those things still hit like a freight train. Well, the ones that Anakin fits into onto the Venators, they remember in Revenge of the Sith where it fired obviously I think the ship was missing shields or something. It fired through the Separatist ship and blew it apart. That was a massive capital ship. Imagine what that thing does to a Scarab, unshielded and with I guess some decent armor.
Yeah, I might have to give it to Star Wars on that one.
Yeah. The Scarabs are cool, but I don't think. Yeah.
However, Wraith versus Saber Tank, Wraith takes it.
Yeah, but Saber Tank wasn't
versus the Bark Speeders.
I don't know.
I'm thinking Ghost on that one.
I don't know. Bark speeders are fast. I mean, they're comparable to the Imperial speeder bikes. I'm pretty sure they're almost the exact same design.
They are basically.
You see in Return of the Jedi, those things are fast. And Order 6016, when they shoot down what's her face, those things are fat. Like the ARF troopers, those things are fast.
Yeah. Don't let the games fool you. In the books, I mean...
No, I know they're fast, too. They're fast in the books, but, still...
I mean, they were going... they got... A Spartan had to redline one. I forget where it was. I want to say it was, he had it going, 400 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, but even then, I think the Bark Speeders are faster. I think even...
I might be wrong on that.
Even then, the Ghosts are, Bark Speeders, I feel like they'd probably be easier to get out in the field because again the Ghosts are a bit bigger, but you don't see too many Ghosts. And yeah, sure, that's balancing for game purposes, but you don't really have Ghost squadrons. You usually have singular one or two Ghosts. Meanwhile, Barks they're 4 Bark Speeders per group or something.
Again, don't let the games fool you.
It's
Those
not.
glances of dozens of them for light maneuvering.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
but those are
definitely
like
were used.
that's like comparable to like a full squad like fighter wing, basically. Imagine how many bark speeders you can deploy against that. It will, even just like, and like going back to the saber tank thing. Yeah, sure, I'm sure a scarab would destroy a saber tank if they somehow got this, decently slow. Well, no, they're not that slow moving. They can ram you a Spartan pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Am I ready to go? I think.
I do think the TX Saber, the Saber tank definitely has mobility.
Oh,
over
yeah.
a Wraith. The Wraith can sprint in bursts, but it's not. The thing that I would actually lever is if we're taking everything at their height. In Halo Wars, the Scarabs had shield,
Yeah, but
and that's before considering the Locust. What about in the Covenant Vampire? Let's look at some of the vehicles. From
well,
Halo
if we're
Wars.
also taking things at their height, the saber tanks have shields.
Yeah, they do. I didn't say they didn't.
But like, also, yeah, sure, the saber tanks are like a main battle tank, but I don't think they're
No,
I don't think
an actual like test of equals would be much more like the
not
the
even not.
ATTE versus
Yeah.
a Wraith and Scarab do.
I would imagine the ATTE would. I think that's a bit more of a match because they've got the Top Gun, sure, but like. And again, like wraiths, they can like, Scorpion can take down a wraith pretty easily with like the single main cannon. But they've also got the front-facing guns, the four like, to pepper it, and then the main gun just blows it apart.
I think an ATTE definitely trumps a Wraith.
As long as the wraith doesn't shoot at first because they're slow moving, I think it trumps the wraith.
I do think, actually, your point on the SPHA, I'm going to drag us back to that for a second. The maneuverability on those is not...
Oh, no, I know, but...
So I think those as rear line artillery, yeah, they're going to hit a Scarab, but that's a direct counter. A Scarab would much more be engaging... It'd be countering the ATTs, would be countering Juggernauts.
Do not waste time on ill-chosen
in those areas.
words.
Because the Covenant equivalent is their big. I mean, they're artillery guns. I mean, there's the if you consider the ones from Halo 3, which were deployed everywhere. For force logistics, we have to consider the engineers and their prevalence as well.
Laying siege to the settlement.
I am listening, and I know that sounded like I wasn't, but I am listening. Well, in the end, I think they win just because I think again it's like a bit more of like I said earlier, like 5 times out of 10 the Republic wins, 5 times out of 10 the Covenant wins. It just depends on like.
About that.
Well, it just depends on the situation because in the end we can't really tell like.
Yeah.
What the heck?
We take this settlement for
If your rating is 5.5, my rating is probably 6.4.
I'm content with that. I think that's fine.
Because I think, if we talk about the Jedi again as well, can Jedi deflect the plasma bolts?
I mean,
could they deflect the plasma pistol overcharges?
okay, maybe not the overcharges, but like a Covenant carbine,
what
maybe.
about carbine, yeah, but like just like the plasma rifle.
But then again, they can also just like
they're much more like fiery.
They can also just like force leap out of the way.
Yes, so that's going to tire them out significantly.
Yeah, but
if a dozen grunts run at them,
I think
between
overcharged
plasma pistols, and we still haven't answered the Needler.
The Needler.
What does the Jedi do against that other than resort to the Force to then tire them out further and further?
They could probably just force the Needlers back at the. If you send like a group of 8 grunts or like 8 to 12 grunts at them, I think that. Well, one, the Jedi's gonna rush in there if they can and cut them all down, which in that case the grunts automatically lose. But like, if they got the range on the Jedi, he can either what do you call it? Because I don't think they're just gonna be. I think they're gonna have clones with them because they did. They're gonna try and like maybe try and force back the needlers and dodge out of the way of any plasma. Because like you can dodge out of the way of a plasma pistol decently easy in Halo, unless like you just suck at the game.
Well,
But,
again, consider games not accurate to the speed
Yeah,
of plasma
but
bolts.
also this is like I
Because
don't
we're
think
also,
there's,
to
like,
be
a-
fair, we're also not taking like the Clone Wars does a lot of things to dumb the Jedi down and to dumb the clones down that they wouldn't. in
Actually,
that
yeah,
show. We've been taking
you-
that into consideration too.
Are we taking Legends? Which actually no, we should be taking Legends because that's them at their height. If we're taking Legends into account, the Jedi get a lot more powerful. Oh wait, no, I should.
This is true.
I should probably
I still don't think it changes the base mechanics around whether or not their lightsabers can deflect plasma bolts.
No, I don't think they can,
and
but
they're
like,
going to tire from using Force Run so much more than
Mm-hmm.
they otherwise would against the Separatists.
oh, I should also mention, I've seen a comparison of a lightsaber versus a plasma sword.
Energy sword.
Yeah, the energy sword runs out of battery a lot quicker than the lightsaber, and I've seen they can deflect. The lightsaber would probably be able to parry it. So, an elite,
Yeah.
they're not winning a sword fight against a Jedi. Just
No, against
yeah, no.
a single elite, but the idea then would be the fact that elites never, especially like zealot lances,
Well, yeah, but
never work alone.
also the Jedi they don't just use the lightsaber. They use the Force to improve their swordsman skills. That's canon. I should remind you, canon and
This is true.
Legends.
I would argue that
So-
is yes, I absolutely agree. I would argue that is countered in some ways by elite musculature, elite simple dexterity. I would also argue for their armor and for their energy shields taking certain hits.
No, I don't think an energy shield can tank a lightsaber hit.
I think it could.
No, because
absolutely.
lightsaber, well, maybe like one because it's superheated plasma. What does an overcharged plasma pistol do to shields? It wrecks them. Maybe like
the overcharged plasma pistol does enough damage in the one spot. That it's not
Yeah.
about, because remember, it's about overwhelming its regenerative
And-
ability.
yeah.
A lightsaber would apply consistent damage. It would
Well,
not overcharge.
if you hit an elite with like 3 rapid strikes from a lightsaber, I think the shield's gonna go
They're
down in the first 2.
spaced out. Remember, it's not about hitting it continually.
Well, no, but like
because the shield regeneration is done in microseconds. That was literally the problem. These fleets would be throwing, because it's the same shield technology, it's just scaled down to personal use because they're
Okay.
adaptive, not innovative.
true, but I also
What's the
raise you
whole-
the question: you can literally gun down an elite shield with an assault rifle.
Two things. That's dumbed down for games.
No, yeah,
Also-
but like that also happens in the books. Chief literally does it when I think it's either
This
on
is true.
it's either on a no, it's Fall of Reach when they first like they enter the Covenant ship for the first time.
This is true. The reasoning there being, so the Covenant shields are regenerating in microseconds. Consider if you're holding down the trigger on a fully automatic weapon, the spacing between each shot is nanoseconds on
Yeah, but
actual impact.
You
I don't.
I
All the force speed in the world is not getting your strikes down.
no,
to a
not just force
nanosecond to
speed, just
overwhelm microsecond
general
regen.
general swordsmanship. I point you to Cell Sword Arts. You can see how if you look at their fencing videos, you see how quick they move those sabers.
Yeah, it's really quick. It's
Yeah.
not
No,
microseconds.
no, not microseconds, but add that plus the force. Not even that won't be microseconds, but still, that's gonna.
I don't think the force makes it
That-
that much of a difference
and
for
also-
the average Jedi. I'll say
Also, if you energy swords in Halo, and that's happened. I'm pretty sure this happened in the books. You hit an elite with it, it takes down the shield in like either 1 or 2 hits, and then you hit him again, and it kills the elite.
that. Yeah, that is true.
And the lightsaber definitely trumps the energy sword. So
I still don't know if I agree with that on just a general. The internet has decided this.
well,
level.
no, it's also because
I'll
like
digress, I'll accept.
you look at
I'll accept the ruling.
a lightsaber battery, it takes forever to. It can deplete in lore, but it takes a while. And also, meanwhile, the
Also-
plasmas, swords take a bit less. But also, they are basically the same thing. They're both plasma. The lightsaber superheated plasma. So, it like trumps it in well, like, I mean, one, you can change how a lightsaber looks. You can't really do that with a plasma sword, except for like a couple variants. But that, and also they last longer. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. In the end, I think a lightsaber is gonna take down an elite shield, just based off the fact that it's basically an energy sword, but like with like Duracell batteries, and it's stupid. And it's also wielded by a Force user who can move it quicker than, like, you know, freaking Chief. And Chief can, like, basically two-shot an elite if you're not bad at the game.
Commander.
Oh, I should move this guy up here. So with the I think we should end this off with, like, you know, how we started with the Navy.
Yeah.
The because I said like more 50-50 for ground. You said like a bit more on the side of the Covenant, which is fine. I think I can see that happening. But
I think, yeah, overall, both ends, it's fleet and in ground. I'm very, the overall invasion goes 60-40.
you know what? Yeah, I think
Republic.
I'll
That's
go.
where I'm at.
I'll lean more that way for the like naval. That's if like even if they assault like Coruscant with like 80% of the Covenant fleet, they're still like the Republic fleet's still gonna be spread out. Because like if they see them jump there and then like appear there, because I think it's quicker than hyperspace. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter if they can't, like, they don't have to use hyperspace lanes. If they just jump to Coruscant, they're gonna be like, hey, they could jump anywhere else. So I think the Covenant would use that. In the end, I think Covenant wins more times than the Republic. And even if the Republic's attacking the Star Wars Halo universe, I think it's going to run the same way. Maybe a bit more in the Covenant's favor, because they have like home like, you know, home advantage.
So Covenant invading Republic 60-40, Republic invading Covenant probably 70-30.
Yeah, 70-30. That's what I was going to say.
Covenant both, yeah.
If you guys have anything to add, go ahead. I know this took a while, but like, if you listen to the entire thing, you're clearly interested, or you're just, again, sitting this in the background while doing your homework.
Or you hate yourself.
That's true. That too. Because it's not my voice, because I'm annoying. And John, your voice is fine, but you're not James Earl Jones, so I don't think we can put anybody to sleep. Nobody's sleeping to this. They're probably sitting there doing the homework, or they're just like bored. Or
yep. All right, what are you up to?
Oh yeah, let me. You guys need stuff.
Also save it real quick.
No, I know. I saved a turn ago. I'm gonna save it again because, yeah. You know, we're just gonna upgrade that. I'm just destroying Sparta. I was way more worried about this than I should have been. This is not as difficult as I thought, because I thought they had more hidden armies over here. I'm sure they still have armies here, but it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I don't know what happened, but I somehow took a kink, I don't know, with this one unit, with this one legion, or well, with these two. I don't know what happened to the other Spartan army up here. Maybe it's attacking the Suabi, so I'm just gonna keep a legion up there. But it's just gone, so I don't know. Oh my gosh, I need an edict. Oh yeah, okay. Give me a second. Crap, how do I see the edict map? Or no, that's governors. That would be characters. Where do you see governors? I forget.
Shoot, I don't know off the top of my head.
Crap, I actually need to do this because I need to find what edict where I should put, where I don't have an edict.
You mess with that for a minute. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh wait, I could just put one here. Oh yeah, Italia. No, I should probably have an edict over here. Oh, Yeah, I need to figure out what, tab, parties. Okay, so that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. House of Papria own Illyria. They own, Junia owns Macedonia, and they own Cisalpina. Okay. Which one of them was the maddest? Oh! -16? Where are you? What's your name? You are at Spurs. You? Okay, you. Why are you mad? Retrain. Oh. Oh, Legionnaire cohort. Oh, wow. Why are you mad? You just got a major victory. Ah, crap. I can't have a Senate secession. Risk 12. Thirst for power. Populist. These guys are fun. Well, you're one. Oh, loyalty breakdown, government type. If I could just be an empire, that'd be so nice. I wish I could purge them. Risk of secession. They own Cisalpina. Oh. Oh, that would suck. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Okay, hey. Let's... Oh, crap, I don't have money. Hey, let's not be... Oh, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Maybe I can move these guys. No, they won't get there in time.
Alright, I have return.
So, House of Cornelia is -16 in loyalty. Risk 12% of secession. They own Cisalpina. Look where all my legions are, and then look at Cisalpina.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could be problematic.
I'm just gonna hope they don't get mad. Well, like, one of the generals is leading like the war against Sparta, and he just took Pelia. I don't know why they're upset. They should be like a victorious general thing, like a buff. So I don't know.
Oh, there is. If you look at
Oh
it.
wait, it's because I hit the next Imperium. That's right. Because
Yes.
I and down to, I think it's +10. I think I just need one more Imperium level, then I can become an Empire. Well, and 65% of the Senate. Wait, let me look. Yeah, it's Imperium level 5 and 65%. I am at 56, and I am Imperium level 4. Oh. Yeah, so I'm at +10 loyalty for all. Okay, what do they have? One loyalty for Papria. 9 for Junia, so they're fine, and Papria is fine. Cornelia has just been a troublemaker. 65, 76, 82. Influence. Yeah, you have 3 regions. What do you? Oh, thirst for power. How do I like give them? Wait. Who? Okay. You guys Why are they taking? Why is Junia taking Macedonia? Maybe if they take Thrace, it'll be fine. That sucks. They were all so happy, and now they're all upset. Okay, this might be another long discussion. I don't know. Might take 2 seconds because I'm guessing we're both gonna say the same thing. Our next discussion is Waterloo one of the greatest war films of all time? I want you to say what you think, and I'm gonna tell you right now after. But I'm guessing.
Is that the whole question? Just is it
Yeah.
one of the greatest of all time?
Like in our opinion, not the greatest, but one of the greatest. Like, is it like up there in like the top 10?
No, I'll go ahead and say the greatest.
Okay, I wouldn't say it's, no, it is the greatest war film of all time. I mean, War and Peace is pretty good because it's like, there's like an hour-long battle scene and that's fun. And I've seen it. It's really, really well made. But, well, in my opinion. But no, I think Waterloo is one of the greatest war films of all time. And I knew you were going to say, I knew you were either going to be like, it is or it's one of the greatest. So yeah, we're not going to say any more on that because, I mean, come on, it's Waterloo. It's Napoleon's portrayed great. Wellington's awesome in that. The battle scenes or the battle scene, I guess you could say. It's really well made. Well, freaking like Gordon's Highlanders and stuff in that movie. I love that part. Like, I'll occasionally just be like, you know what, I want to watch this. Just out of pure enjoyment. And normally I'll, like, skip, like, kind of boring, like, if there's, like, a romance part in a movie, maybe I'll skip it. I don't do that for Star Wars, because it's Star Wars, but, like, a lot of films I'll skip a lot of, like, the politics if I'm bored and I'm just watching for fun and not just to watch it. I don't... phlegm. I don't skip any part of Waterloo. I never skip it. It's a good movie. This one might take a little bit, or it might not, because I don't think you've played it yet. Here, what were you gonna say?
Time.
Oh, are you,
Actually, hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, actually, Lusitani took Oraculum, so suddenly you don't need to be here. You see that up there in Spain?
Yeah, I know, I see it. I'm tempted to move the 2nd Legion over to Cisalpine,
Yeah.
I think they're my best Legion.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. You could
I'm
go for
so
that.
tempted to... yeah, sure. I'm so worried. They haven't seceded yet. But if they do secede... Ugh. Why is this trade route... Oh, it's because it's, Sparta's using it. Okay. There's a little red line there. Next bit... There's 2 Dawn of War things. First one is what are our thoughts on Dawn of War Remastered? I put this one in there, but I wasn't sure if you've played it yet. I know you're waiting for a lot of the bugs to be...
I have not.
Yeah, okay. Besides all the bugs, I recommend playing it. It's really well made. If you didn't know, you get a discount if you own the original game. When you're buying it, you just click the discount option because you have that. If you didn't own the original game, it won't be there for you, or it'll be like grayed out. I don't know. Again, it's just this. It's Dawn of War plus all the DLCs in like one package, so you don't have to switch between the games. The graphics are really nice. I mean, again, they're still old graphics, but they're like polished, so it's nice. A lot of the AI seems to be reworked. I forget if that was like a promise made, but if it wasn't, I think they changed it. Because it's nice now. I've played a bunch of battles and stuff, and I finished a normal campaign. I'm working on Winter Assault now. They're actually like fair. I've noticed that I haven't had any crashes on it, and I haven't experienced too many bugs. I mean, occasional like frame rate drop, but that's just that's more like I'm pretty sure client side. Like PC problems, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's not too terrible. I really enjoy it. I recommend it. I actually think that'd make a great 2 players play. We could actually get some Dawn of War stuff in there. It's just too bad there's no multiplayer campaign because like that'd be fun for the Dawn of War base campaign. That'd be fun. Second part of the kind of Dawn of War thing is 1 second. Let me get. I can't. I have 0 money. Is 12, 16. No, I can't build. I can't build. I got it. Oh wait, no. There. Cancel that. Cancel that. I got a secure loyalty. Secure loyalty.
What time do you want to call it tonight?
Not sure. Maybe
I figure
like,
midnight is probably wise.
yeah, I would say that. I don't want to go longer than like at most like 12:20 or something like that. But preferably like 12. That would be like 3 hours of content. That's fine. That was like last episode.
We hunger for battle.
Second part of the question was, or second thing was Dawn of War 2. Is it a hidden gem or is it actual slop?
I've got friends who actually enjoy it, and I've played it with them a few times, and it was like, eh.
If you enjoy like,
Not my
To the
favorite.
settlement.
if you enjoy like company heroes, you'd enjoy Dawn of War 2. If you enjoy the original, well, maybe. If you, I mean,
Because we play a lot of Company Heroes too, and I really like Company Heroes too.
like,
But
I think it's just
War
because
2 just does not do it.
what we like the original, and it's nothing like the original, except for the Warhammer aspect. I think that kind of adds in like there's like a slight bias against it, because like it's Dawn of War, but it's not Dawn of War.
Yeah. I
If
would
it,
argue KO2 is a lot closer to Dawn of War 1 than it is Dawn of War.
I guess that's true. I don't know what you'd compare it to. It's really weird. Because Dawn of War 1 is, base building, and that's actually what Dawn of War 4, not the remastered, actual Dawn of War 4, they're actually going back to that, which, woof, good. Just, they have, like, 4 factions, which sucks. I personally think they should have more. But, yeah, like, Dawn of War 3 doesn't exist, but, Dawn of War 2, I mean, like, I enjoyed like if I'm playing it, I won't like be like, oh, this sucks. Like I won't. It's like, I won't actively turn off the game. And I'll still play it and I'll enjoy myself, but like I won't actively choose to play it. I will choose to play the original over Dawn of War 2. I don't think it's like secretly like an underrated game. Underrated game. I think it's like if you enjoy it, good for you. But I personally don't enjoy it. Like, what is you kind of the same idea? Like, I mean, like it's all right, but like,
I just like more of the traditional RTS side.
yeah,
A bunch of buddies of mine and I have actually been getting into Age of Empires too.
yeah. You've been talking about that in the other voice chats. Yeah, Age of Empires 2. That's fun. I've been thinking about getting it. Yeah, because I like watching content for it. So yeah, better than War Selection. Yeah, I mean, like again, I'm not gonna like unrecommend it. I'll still recommend you guys try out Dawn of War 2 if you enjoy the kind of like small squad kind of like less on the base building and more of the like the unit fighting kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Total War unit fighting. It's just small squads fighting each other. But like if you enjoy that, you should play it, and I recommend it. But like, if you want something more akin to Dawn of War, you play Dawn of War 1 or the remaster, not 3. We don't talk about Dawn of War 3. And
Yeah, no, we don't
yeah.
talk
Also, you should wishlist Dawn of War 4. I have a wish list. I'm really excited for that because Adeptus Mechanicus is coming in that. Here.
I'm gonna keep telling you, do not board the hype train. Wait.
No,
for it to come out.
I'm
and
not.
do bets.
No, I don't have. I just have a wish list so I know, so I don't forget about it.
Yeah,
But,
I'm not saying
no.
don't wish list it. I'm
Like,
saying I'm directly responding to your statement of I'm so excited for that. Like, dude, they will. It is a AAA gaming studio.
No, I
They
know.
will fuck you over.
I'm just excited for
Don't-
it because it's returned to classic God of War, and I want to play. I want to
That's
kind
how
of
they
mess.
advertised.
I know, but I'm just like I'm excited. I'm not like, again, I'm not as hyped as other people, but I'm excited to play it. That's it.
I am
At your command.
watching it with interest. I wouldn't even say I'm optimistic.
Advance.
I think that's a fine.
And I wouldn't say great interest either. We're just here.
Yeah. Oh, here, this one, John, I'm gonna have you take the head of the conversation because you definitely should. As
In
far as
honor,
what's peace
I
treaty.
come back.
No.
Uh,
Sins of a Solar Empire versus Stellaris, are they equal or is one better than the other?
oh, shit.
Now, hang on. I'm letting him. I'm
Yes,
gonna let.
continue.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna let John take the head of the. I'm gonna still talk, but I've only played Sins. I've only watched Stellaris content. I like the game, but I haven't gotten it yet because, well, there's a gazillion DLCs. And it's really expensive.
Just get.
Well,
When
no,
it goes on
I know.
sale for the autumn sale, just get the game. Like
Even
it'll-
on sale, it's expensive.
Oh,
No,
really?
I will. So, but he has played both. So, Jonathan, you go ahead. Like, what are your thoughts on, like, are they equal or
Okay.
is like, and by equal,
Sins of Solar Empire and
no.
Stellaris. I know what you mean. And
Yeah.
Stellaris do very different things
yeah,
with their games, with their setup. Stellaris is way more about. Honestly, it's way more about creativity
I can't.
and
Oh, it's not my turn.
empire management.
Mm-hmm.
Sins is way more combat focused, and it's much more about picking a hand of cards and working with it. Because there's 6 different factions in Rebellion. By standard. That's before we're not going to talk about mods this time around. That just opens up the conversation into a trillion different areas that I don't care to discuss at length. I am going to go to war. We're going to do that this time. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they hate me anyway, so I'm not overly concerned about
Who?
this.
Oh, Kush. Oh, okay, cool. This affects me. Yeah, keep going.
But yes, the way is blocked. There's an army there. You're supposed to go fight them. Jesus. 6, 7, 70. Let me sort this out, and then I will continue.
Yeah. Ooh, I got here just in time to see that guy headbang you, and then just watch you stab him. I love I love the animation because they just boop with the shield, just knock him over. This is so funny. Oh, would you look at that? Egypt's actually expanding this time. But yeah. Yeah, when I was posing this this is for the audience, by the way. When I posed this question, I knew they were different games, but they're similar, but they're different. I've just heard a lot of comparisons, and I've heard a lot of, like, in both fandoms, I've heard a lot of like on the Reddit and stuff, on their Reddits and stuff and whatever, and Discord. I've seen people compare the two, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what I wonder what, like,
They're definitely
our opinions should be.
I would almost say they're almost 2 sides of the same coin in that
Yeah,
they're
that works.
both about incredible scale, and in their own ways they are unrivaled in their scale. It's just about, like, Sins, you will have in a game, there will be thousands of different ships doing
yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
Especially the larger games.
Mm-hmm.
With Stellaris, it is much more. The scale is much larger in the theme of what you are doing.
Yeah.
An entire galaxy, trillions of souls dying in war.
Yeah.
I mean, the big thing, customizability, and that you actually get to choose your empire.
Yeah,
Everything about it. Build it from the
yeah.
ground up. The species you play at. Everything. Much more creative, much more sandbox than Sims is. But it's also much less nitty gritty. It's Stellaris. There is a meta of this counters this, so build your fleets to do that. There's a bunch of that. But there's that aside, there is the combat generally boils down to a numbers game of move bigger fleet here, which is not bad. I kind of like it. It is because you can choose to do that, or you can choose to research your enemy, tailor your fleet to fight them specifically, and do a bunch of that. Alternatively, generally, if you have a couple thousand more combat power, you're probably fine. So you can choose whether or not you want to really get down in the dirt on exactly what your system is going to be doing. Different ways to approach it is kind of where if you want to watch individual capital ships win glory in space combat, Sims is your game. If you want to watch the borders of your empire grow throughout an ever tumultuous galaxy, Stellaris is.
Yeah.
If you want to be admiral, you play Sims. If you want to be emperor, you play Stellaris. That's kind of where it is. In those ways, handled correctly, going into each one with the correct expectations, they are both S tier 10 out of 10 strategy. When you go into one looking for the other, that's
So, I'm just gonna say I think they're both equally good at what they are. I don't think there's one better than the other. What would you say is your final verdict? Do you think they're both like equally as good, or do you think one's better than the other? Do you think they're just like what do you think? Just in general.
In their separate wheelhouses, I would definitely say it is the elephant and the whale. Neither can rival the other in its own domain, kind of deal. They're both 10 out of 10 for me, but they have to be in the right mood for what I want each one to do.
Yeah. I think that's probably the best answer. I mean, of course, some people are gonna like one, some people are gonna like the other. Some people won't like either. Some people like both.
Yeah.
I think it's a very good answer.
There's the third category here that's not in either of them, and that's where you get into like the Age of Empires.
Yeah.
Stronghold series and all that. That's the more strategic, tactical RTS that's on a singular planet. That's where you get into discussions on like, well, Age of Empires versus Supreme Commander versus Beyond All Reason versus Planetary Annihilation. And all those discussions.
Yeah. So like in the end, like again, like obviously, as what I say with every discussion, just let us know what you guys think. Yeah, I think that's probably the best answer. That was actually the last thing I was gonna. The question I was gonna ask a final question for the audience. If you guys think we should start like streaming any of this thing, I might put a poll on the community tab. Probably 2 people will vote for it. If so, I might try and start streaming these. You know, I'll edit the videos, but I'll get some streaming in. Try and hook onto the streaming crowd, because I know a lot of people prefer streaming over videos, which I don't, but I know that's a thing people prefer. When that poll goes up, you guys go ahead and vote in that, and I'll decide from there. But again, that's purely out of what you guys want. I'm not gonna do something if you guys don't like. I'm not gonna start streaming if you guys don't want me to. I'm gonna start streaming if you guys want me to, so kind of thing. I'm fine with either. Actually, John, like I don't know if you like would like hate it if we started streaming. So I'll also take in your opinion.
I wouldn't be against it necessarily. It's not something I've messed with very much, but I'm not opposed. On the app setting.
Get the chat in like somewhere in there.
So
just
Egypt.
Thanks for the super chat.
That's Athens. That's not even
again.
Okay.
Wait again. Just skip her.
My armies are standing here. I needed that one.
Well,
just if I skip this and go for Alexandria, then I have this hole in my territory.
Well, maybe if you
I will not have a Polish corridor.
Hang on. Go for Egypt first, and maybe Kush will take over Athens. maybe like save war with Athens as a last resort because I like
Egypt-
Athens, but also
Egypt just got military access with me. I'm kind of vibing with Egypt because I don't have to go through them.
John, we also gotta remember trade with Athens is like if there's a war, it would cut off. I'd have to get dragged into it, and you look at this one.
Well, I mean,
like, most of these trade routes would get
yeah.
Contested, and lose a lot of income, and neither of us can really afford to lose income.
My consideration there would be, I mean, you're going to take all of Greece anyway. You're not in a position to take Athens, the city, immediately right now.
Well,
That's
but like I can't really afford a war with Athens currently. Like later I can, but right now I really can't. Especially because, reminder, I'd get dragged into war and none of my legions are down. They'd probably attack like Larissa or Sparta. And their garrisons are fine, but like I don't trust Athens to have like a hidden fleet come out of nowhere because I've seen them throwing around a couple fleets, around the Fog of War. So again, maybe just like let Kush try and kill them because they've still got some power. Also,
maybe I do kill Egypt.
Reminder: there is.
Oh, I don't
here.
want treachery, so I need to wait 9 turns before I do that.
There's also
fuck you, Athens. You made this whole thing complicated.
Egyptian rebels down here.
Yeah, I see it. What am I supposed to do about that? That's clear down there.
I'm just reminding you. I was just making sure you saw it. Actually,
you know what? We'll handle one problem at a time. Push first.
Yeah, that's actually I was gonna say you could try that. Also, getting Alexandria would be pretty good. Like pretty good for you.
It's in like a really sorry state right now.
Is it? Wait, hang on, let me look. I can't see. Oh wait, intelligence. Oh. The only level 2 building is their port. What? Do they have 2 wells? Yeah. They have 2 that's weird.
Yeah, whatever those are.
Yeah, place one of those with an aqueduct, John.
Anyway.
I
have a lot of money. I need to spend it somewhere. There's a spot to spend it.
While you're doing that,
you're golden.
-6. This sucks. I need to start building. I need to get 10 more influence, and then like obviously Imperium level 5, and then I can become an empire, and I'll get the empire buffs because Republic has that -10 loyalty. I can't really build influence without like really making Cornelia mad and maybe even Papriya because the only one that I'm really secure with is Junia. Funny enough, they're the only ones that don't have a general. In fact, this is weird. Cornelia has a successor general and their leader's a general. They have 2 generals, 3 regions, like 3 pretty well put together regions because this is Cisalpina. They're just like upset. I mean, they've got thirst for power, but like they've also got populist. I just got shafted with the position of their province. That sucks. Oh crap. Oh no, the 2nd Legion they lost their general. Okay. House of Cornelia. Okay, there. You have another general. Oh, that was the 2nd. Oh no. That was the 2nd Legion. Oh, that sucks. That's like a really sad death. He's been here since the beginning, I'm pretty sure. He was a really good general, too. Dang, that sucks. Is there a tech that like adds loyalty to factions? Do you know?
Your guess is as good as mine. Let's take a look-see.
I don't see.
It might be in philosophy.
I was just looking at philosophy. I don't see one. Cultism.
Oh, there's cultism. Yeah, 15% political incident occurrence, but that's not gonna.
Minus, and then like astronomy has minus, but that doesn't. I have 0 things done in philosophy or construction. I've been focusing down military management and
Yeah.
economy.
I'm almost done with economy, and I'm almost done with construction, and I've got a little bit into philosophy.
-6. I could provoke them. I'm not provoking them. I cannot. I can't secure them again.
You basically have to move military forces.
I can't.
Ooh, if they do revolt, what happens when Massilia takes Genoa?
They won't. There's no way.
You sure?
They have 8 units.
If Cisalpania...
Genoa has 12 units, and they've got legionary cohorts. And versus Massilia's, like, looking what they
The
have.
Companions
like,
of Cerberus has 16, and then
No.
the Ravaging Chimeras have another 16?
Oh, yeah, the Companions of Cerberus, I guess. But also you forget the secessionists have an army that they get. They're probably gonna move it down to if they get attacked, because they won't automatically go to war with them. I doubt Massilia would go to war with them, because they've been.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have a defensive thing with them anymore, do you?
Yeah, I wonder why. You're still so mad at me.
I will listen. Like,
I might have to. I don't know if I can keep. I might even.
You might have to take him out behind the shed.
Oh, this is all your fault.
That's their fault for expanding where they shouldn't have.
Thing is,
They weren't aware of our
in the original
agreement to split the world.
I know, but in the original game, I had conquered Ars.
Yeah.
And then you got like screwed over twice, so we had to restart like a bunch of times.
If you had, let me think. If you had taken all of Spain, where would we redraw the new border in the east? Because we need to give concessions there.
You'd probably have more. You'd probably definitely get Crimea, and then maybe like.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be fair, you are getting a lot. I'm pretty sure you're getting more than me.
Yep.
You're getting, I think you're getting more provinces.
Mine's going to be a hell of a lot more difficult to take.
I know. But I get crappier stuff. Also, you underestimate...
Should have played the Skippy Eye or the Broody Eye, I guess.
No, I'm not playing the Broody Eye. Also, you underestimate the Gauls. You saw how it went our, the one time we had to restart because of, Gaul, like, killing all my... Yeah. Because I'm also going up into wooded Germania and wooded Gaul, where they have the advantage because they're Gallic, they're barbarians.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Alright, what are you up to?
I'm trying to figure out what to do. I mean, I guess I've done all I can. Sparta's not really a threat anymore. I just gotta take them and then make sure they don't rebel. But I'm in a tough position. If they hadn't done... They want a
in
peace
honor,
treaty.
I come
Stop.
bearing gifts.
Just accept your death. This sucks. Dang it, Pelias, they're upset here. I mean, I can't really do anything.
Fuck you.
What? Whoa.
I can't. Athens is sieging Alexandria before I can.
I see.
I can't.
Alright.
Might have to do something funny.
I might get screwed here. Ugh.
I tell you what, actually, hold on. Let me see.
Yes. Alright. Maybe I can make peace with them really quick. Or, no, I might just have to march them, my legions down to Larissa and pray. Well, they've got an army they're building here, but it's only 1 unit. Sparta has 11 garrison. Larissa has 12. I might be fine, because 5. That's a good garrison. That's a good garrison.
We'll take a couple of turns. The Scipii Navy is going to head over to Athens. That should help even the
No,
odds.
I should be fine over here. I've got the garrisons alone, and I can send back the First Legion. I need to anyways. Macedonia is pretty upset, so I need to. So you don't worry about it. I'll figure it out. Oh, so I forgot to check. Can I do this? No, I can't. There's a button to change your capital in Attila, but that's weird. You can't do it here. You can do it in Attila, but not this. You can do it in every other Total War, but not this game. That's so weird. I just want to make Rome the capital. Like, I don't even care about if there's, like, benefits or anything. I just want Rome to be my capital. What time is it? 54. Okay. We could go for about 10 more minutes, make it an even 3 hours. Meaning will be 12:05. That's not bad.
At your command.
Dang it. I had tried to make point to keep Greece, like, friendly. Try and be nice to him, but no. Oh well.
It won't be this turn. You'll get a couple of turns to do stuff, because I'm going to move my fleet over there before I hit them. Because I'll let the Terror of Phobos over here wear themselves out on Alexandria and then strike.
You say they might even lose. Well, oh wait, no, 9 garrison versus 14. Nah, they're probably gonna win that.
Yeah, they're probably going to win.
Well, 9 and 4, so that'd be 13 against 14. So yeah, 13 units against 14 units. I don't know. I don't know if the Leopard Warriors are good. Royal Kushite Warriors, they might be good. Because they've also got the 4 naval garrisons, so I don't know.
So, just in case, because when I declare war, I don't know if they're going to get military access out. So, we're parking in Egyptian territory, which we do have an agreement with. So then, when it does go down, we can strike out.
If you declare war on Athens, no, they don't get military access out. Well, I ran all my units up to Pelia before I declared war on Sparta, and then I declared war, and they stayed there.
Huh.
That's not how.
Interesting.
That's not how the military access works. You can still march, you just get caught for trespassing.
Yeah.
And you get debuffs. But if you're at war with them, it won't be counted as trespassing. No, yeah, you should be fine. Oh, I'd also suggest you tab and then hit the political party affiliation thing on your map just to check. Start checking your loyalties and do that.
Skippy Eyes there. Yeah, I see it. We've got 2 major factions. Africa is owned by a major faction. Double check there. Influence. They've got decent influence, but the proletariat. Yeah, their loyalty is 20.
This sucks. I wish they didn't have Cisalpina. I wish they had Macedonia, and the Junia had Cisalpina, because they're my most loyal faction. It's weird that they have it, because all my generals in the most unloyal faction are taking Macedonia. But I'm pretty sure the Junia generals took I don't know how it works. I don't know how they give out regions. Okay. Let me see. 7. Obviously, infantry properties. I don't have a navy at all. 7. They have 6, 2, 8, 7. Okay. Oh crap! They have siege defenses here, huh? 2 ballista, 2 scorpion, 11 garrison.
At your command.
Okay. If I assault it with 2 legions, I should be fine.
For Rome!
Oh wow, even 1. Huh.
Besieging the settlement!
Go ahead and take it. I just need to take Sparta as quick as possible.
Let them cower before Rome!
This is sad. It's like putting down a cat, like a dying cat.
We hunger for battle.
I liked you, Sparta. You were chill.
For battle.
Alright, we're gonna sit here for a second. Alright, you are going to run down to Larissa. You're... Call this a garrison? Can I march any of you guys out? Okay, let me think about this. I'm gonna start building up garrison forces here and here. Cisalpina, can I upgrade you guys anymore? Try and keep you guys happy. I'll upgrade your farms. I'm not gonna give them legionary barracks in case they do rebel. I feel like that'd be a bad idea. Make the rebellion easier. Okay. I'm at risk 0% and they're only -4. Thirst for power, populist. Government type -10. Excuse my income sucks. What's guzzling down? Is my army upkeep? Navy upkeep 0. Other 0. It's literally just my army upkeep. 11,287. Taxes alone give me 10,000. Total income per turn is 1,500. What's your or 15,000? What's your total income?
I was about to say 1,500. Yeah,
Yeah,
mine's
no.
only 10K.
That's weird. You have more you definitely more have. Oh wait, I probably have. Oh, I think I have more regions than you do. And stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are you guys exempt from taxes? You guys are. I'm not exempting you guys. You guys are making me money. If I turn off taxes, if I turn on taxes, 22. It's not going down. It's going up, I think. And if I leave the sixth, not fourth, 6th Legion there, I can't move him to Cisalpina. I've got to keep him there to keep him happy. Dang it. This sucks. Who are you? Sons of Ares, 6 units. Pelia. Oh crap. No, I need to move you guys to Pelia. Oh crap, they might take a... No, I could probably intercept them. Pelia, I need to build a... I cannot build anything. I have 0 money. Or I have 36 gold. I can clutch this. I can clutch it. I got this.
Do you require financial aid? What's the...
I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I was literally thinking about if I should ask for some money. I don't think so. I should be fine. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. 3, 7. So 10 units total there. 5, 13. Okay. I mean, they've got most... Oh, hey, they did lose the fight at Alexandria. Hey, John, there you go. Go siege it. Wait,
There
no,
we
they,
go.
no, they didn't. They're still laying siege.
Are they still...
I just didn't see their army there
Yeah,
anymore.
Fog of War. Still sieging it?
I forgot I wasn't allies with them and still, so I couldn't see their
Yep.
army. I was like, oh wait, they're gone. Never mind, you're good. Let me see before we change turns. -4, risk 0%, and That's not going up, so it should be fine. Bigot, why do you guys have the racist trait? We should make a mod to change bigot to... We should add a mod to just add in the racist trait. That'd be so funny. I could have that video be like, hey guys, look, this guy's racist. But it wouldn't get me in trouble with YouTube for saying racist because that's a part of the game.
Yep. Well, if you modded it to say that.
Oh, it's well, yeah, but shh, I didn't make the mod. It's a part of the game. Shut up. Shut up. I don't think
Alright.
I don't think some random YouTube employee cares. They're not paid enough to care. Who am I kidding? The AI moderation killed him.
Kick Libya while it's down.
I feel like I don't know how Libya is still alive. You like
I decided not to pursue them when
I've
I
seen you
could
declare
have because I
war on
figured
them,
things
like,
to focus on.
I've seen you declare war on them like 15 times.
With any luck, this should be the last of it.
You know what? Here, I know we said 3 hours, but I think we'll go like a couple more turns. Just so.
This should be.
No, just
honestly, this should be it.
I'm gonna try and finish off Sparta, which should take like 1 or 2 turns, and then we should be good. I think that'd be a good way to end. I don't want to end too abruptly. We've been doing that a lot. It's 12:05. It's fine. Oh, so the videos I've been past 2 videos I've added there's like we always say, or we've always been like, you know, bye at the end of videos. I've added a end credits scene, and it just used some lo-fi that like apparently it's been copywritten, but YouTube's like, there's no effect. So why tell me? Like, why not just why call it copywritten video, but just like have no effect? That's really weird. And it's weird because it was a free lo-fi video song, so okay. Yeah. As long as it's not hurting anything, I don't think it's a problem. It's not like it's blocking some people from seeing it, so.
Yeah, should be alright.
Yeah. Alright. Finish this off. Finish the video and then bedtime, because tomorrow's a Monday.
It's Labor Day tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's great. Oh yeah, school's gonna be off. My brother's gonna be home tomorrow. Dude, it's so great not having to wake up for high school anymore. It's such a nice feeling. Like, it's not... It hasn't hit me, like... It hasn't been like, oh my gosh, I'm out of school. Oh no! I've just been, like, satisfied not having to go to school in the morning. It's so great.
Yeah.
Dude, the, hang on.
To battle!
Get back here. The law where they ban phones, all my friends who like my senior friends, they're seniors now, they're complaining to me,
Is that all?
and my brother has, that like they can't use them during lunch or even study hall, which is crazy.
Ready for...
It's so funny because like the only times they'll even do it is when they're like in band, because my band teacher did not care. He was chill. But like they've just been complaining to me. I've just been like, that sucks. Anyways, I just turned back to my PC and playing like freaking like, I don't know. Or I'm like listening to music. They can't even use that. That sucks. I'm just happy it didn't hit me.
Yeah, I'm happy I skipped that. I'm only ever gonna be on the other side of that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You're gonna have to be the annoying teacher that like
I'm gonna
takes it
have
away.
I'm gonna have to enforce that, and I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. It's
Ooh.
dumb in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a problem for some people, but I had a problem like junior and sophomore year, but like last year I just use it for music, because I work better with music, but they can't even listen to music, which is crazy. This isn't even us being political. I'm just like, harping on it because
Yeah,
it's
this
just
is just-
funny.
this
It's just
is
funny.
rough.
It's just funny to me
It's
because
state,
like
it's state laws, not
I
federal
know.
laws, so it's
Yeah.
not as divisive.
so y'all in like Alabama aren't affected by it. It's just Ohio laws. Which yeah, I guess
Yeah.
if you didn't know, we live in Ohio. You
We
probably
live in
knew that.
Ohio.
Could probably mention it in a.
It's real. We're not. I promise, we're not paid actors.
I feel like we've mentioned that in Two Idiots Plays, but even
Trust
then,
me, if I were getting paid, I'd do way better job than this.
oh my gosh, if I got paid for being an actor for an Ohio, I would
Yeah.
be playing a lot more games than I normally do, and I'd probably have better equipment than what you hear now, and
Yep.
better face cam, which I don't even use yet. So, yet. Even when I start using a face cam for my videos, I don't think I'm gonna use one for this because that ruin because you know how I have the Ironwood and King Baldwin pictures on the side of the screen. I don't know why I put that, so I think this will just never have a face cam. Plus, that kind of draw away from the kind of podcasty deal. I think I might try and keep changing it into the future to maybe like whenever we spoke, I make like the pictures like kind of like bounce a little bit so you can tell who's who. If you're just like clicking on an episode and you're not familiar with us.
Yeah, maybe might be interesting.
Okay, so they only have Odessos left. I could probably send the third. Yeah, probably the third. Maybe get some more mercenaries temporarily. Then Sparta's done. Actually, here, let me look and see who is.
Yep, Egypt now has Alexandria.
Yeah, okay, that's.
Or not Egypt, Athens.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh
So,
well.
and I don't want them to get established.
Hey, they've got a 14. Yeah, you better be sending. Yeah, 20. They've got a garrison of 3, so 14, so 17.
Yeah, I don't want it to get. I
Yeah,
don't
you
want it to
better
get
hurry.
any bigger.
You might have to
We're
use.
going now.
You might have to use both armies. That's all right.
Possible.
I've got my units. I've got my legion in place. It's fine. I should be if they do attack me, which I don't
should
think they will. I should be fine.
remove.
Although taking out the centaurs and the giantes that are like sitting here, that'd be nice for you to do because if they don't go for me, they're gonna try and go down and reinforce at Alexandria. It was bound to happen.
Yep.
Actually,
And you know what's funny? We're now at war with Athens, and I'm losing I lost like 200 gold in revenue. It's like nothing.
what did I lose? It's not that bad, but whatever. It's still annoying. Look at this red trade route running through the entire. Ugh. I can probably take Athens right now, actually.
If you can do it, go for it.
I just have to hire a couple mercenary units in the first, and then I'll just get rid of them after the siege is done.
We hunger for battle.
This is a good way to end off the episode. Finishing off Greece, well, Greece except for Crete. And I guess Rhodes technically. Well, no, that's not Greece. No, those are Greeks, and this is but not Greece. But yeah, finishing off Greece. It's sad that it had to come to this, but oh well, it was gonna happen eventually.
Yep.
And I guess it'll be nice.
It's rough, but it's
having
what there is.
Complete. This will probably help my economy more, and maybe. Nah, who am I kidding? It won't make any faction unhappy. That's annoying though, but because Julii, my house, is taking both Hellas and Thrace.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if the Cornelians took Hellas. Make them a bit more happy. I do feel bad for Athens. They were so chill with us. But they just didn't know we were. They're probably like reclaiming Alexandria. Like, yes, we're reclaiming former Alexandrian territory. Let's go. They just didn't know we wanted it. They're like, oh wait, you guys wanted this? We're sorry, but we can't give it up. Oh well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Double checking if there's nothing else I can build.
Yeah. I should save this turn. I meant to save last turn, but whatever. I think I'll have enough time to... I think I'll be able to march over to siege both Odessos and Alexandria at the same time. So, next episode, we'll open up with Greece and Thracia fully being taken. And that would just leave, well, Alexandria and Ammonium. Oh, wait, no, that's Egypt. And, oh, did you take the other... Oh, you did. Oh. I guess this is the last bastion of... That is ironic. The last, well, Athenian...
The last Athenian bastion will
being
be...
Alexandria.
Yeah. The last bastion of Greek culture.
Yeah, well, not Greek, because there's still, the,
Well, yeah,
guys
still a
in
bunch of
Crete
Hellenic.
and Rhodes, but yeah, like, of,
The
like,
governments of
Greek
each.
proper, being
Yeah.
Alexandria. Organize a banquet. Okay, I'll 10. Outrage. What? Macedonia outraged. Why? They are literally not outraged. They're literally about to go up in. Okay. Mercenaries. How much would that cost me? Okay, I can hire that. And attack.
Settlement.
I'm tempted to
None
auto
will
resolve it
escape.
now. Actually, you know what I can do? That's cheap.
Settlement.
And then just, like, unhire those mercenaries.
Commander.
And you guys are disbanded. I might keep... Here, I'll merge you guys. Actually, no, I'll disband you guys. Just keep the cavalry, because they're useful. Then we'll retrain. Oh, those are legionary cohorts, nice. So that's -4, but that's fine. You guys march on Sparta. Alright, let's see. 8, 7, 1. Okay, you guys will I'll just hire some Thracian warriors. There we go. And then keep these units here to make them happy. Geez, the amount of crap I have to build. This is gonna take forever. I'm gonna try and build as many places as possible, but this is taking... Yeah. All my gold's gone. Shrine of Frito. That's not what it's called. Okay. I think that's a good place to end it, so... Here is a final look at, your diplomatic status. So, John currently has a good chunk of, he has a full province of Spain down, good chunk of Africa.
Magna Graecia.
Yep.
Of
So,
course, we have Sardinia, Africa.
currently,
Almost all of Libya.
yeah, he's
Working
currently
in
gone to here.
Egyptus. And then down into Ethiopia, because we're not messing with the Seleucids, at least not yet.
Yeah.
So
So
we'll
he'll
handle all this first.
probably get Egypt just soon because it's just rebels and then Kush.
And then all of Ethiopia is Kush, I believe.
Is it?
They're
Oh yeah,
decently large.
Owner Kush, yeah. And parts of Nabatea, the only part of Navatia that isn't theirs is the Sushilids. Dang it, that's not how you pronounce
Seleucids.
Seleucids. Yeah. Sparta's nearly done for. I'll probably win that fight. Made peace with the Subi, or whatever. I don't care. These Gauls up
Something.
here.
Who knows?
These guys are no longer attacking. These guys are kind of chill. Massilia might have to go. That sucks. Currently in peace with the Lusitanii. That's whatever, you know what I mean?
I don't know if that'll stay that
Yeah,
way.
but for
I'm
for a
waiting
little bit.
on. I'm hoping Carthage takes, because they're currently at war with Lusitania.
Yeah, they're gonna
I'm
take
hoping they take
Lusitania.
Olisipo. I'm hoping they take at least that one. Then I can go to war, take the whole of the south, and then that way the Lusitania is entirely in your timetable whenever you want to take
Yeah.
him. That's the hope.
Here. I was about to say you show your like political screen, but you aren't recording, so never mind.
Nope.
That sucks. I wish you could record this so they could see your stats too, but whatever. Here are my stats. Currently 14 for these guys, 5 loyalty for this guy's, -6 for that, but I should be fine. Risk 0.
Politically, we are incredibly stable at the moment.
We're just gonna keep reversing roles of one of us is stable and the other one is slowly losing control. Still on 55% influence. I just need 10 more influence, I'll be good.
Our imperial level did just go up to 4.
I am.
So that's causing a little bit of instability.
I'm at.
Where we were at 20 and 16, we're now at 9 and 4.
I'm
for
halfway
loyalty.
to 4. I'm just hoping I can get 65% before so I get 65% influence, and then I hit and then as soon as I hit level 5, I instantly turn to a republic. Cause transition cost, public or -30 from all parties, decaying by 3 per turn. Ew. I forgot about that. Cost 10,000. I should be fine once we're not at war. Alright, gonna resave just to make sure it works. And
Yep, just in case.
well, I think that'll be all, guys. So we'll see you in the next one. Say bye, John.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, boys and girls.